Oh, goodness.
Gunshots.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift. Let's talk gaming. I am CMoney, and I'm joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed.
I hope everyone had an awesome Thanksgiving.
Yes, same. Thanksgiving was awesome over here, so hope everybody feeling that stuffness still, you know what I'm saying? That well, it's been a week, right? So hopefully you ate enough that you didn't have to consume any food for this entire week.
Oh,
that's the
okay.
Way,
well, that went from one end to another.
Okay? That's how you know you did it right.
One extreme to the other.
Maybe. But we're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about, guys, is that it's motherfucking Friday night.
Yes.
And if it's Friday night, that means we did it. We made it. We survived the work week. We're getting ever closer to Christmas and the new year. So we got to go ahead and do it right. And for Friday night, it's the night shift. It is the night shift. You know, it's not just Doodle and myself. No, we got the homies with us. That's right. You know them. You see them. It's a motherfucking homie. Motherfucking Mr. PSP himself, the pony slaying papa, our boy, Demo Flow Gaming. Shout out to my dude. Thank you so much for being here, my brother.
What's going on, man? Happy to be here again. Another Friday. I hope y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving. I had a great time with the family. Took a couple of days off from work and social media in general. I was,
Nice.
I logged off from everything. Like on Thursday, as soon as I hit Thursday, logged off from everything. Like, well, YouTube, no, because I usually, we do have it around the house that you play videos and music and stuff with with the family and stuff. But other than that, like zero social media, no Twitter, no ponies, nothing like that. I posted something, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Bye-bye. See you on Monday. And that's it. And that was so refreshing, right? Because it looks like when you are not on Twitter, life is even better, right? Like it feels like, wow, like, oh shit, Call of Duty is not that bad. Oh my God, yeah, Starfield is actually nice. Nobody's talking shit about what you're doing, and it just feels like, the way it should. And, shout out to everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful time. And yeah, I had a great time, and I can't wait for the next Thanksgiving already. I ate all the mac and cheese and turkey and yada, yada. You already know. Yeah, the mac and cheese, man. This is my favorite holidays, man, because it's like, I'm surrounded by Cubans. It's hard to get mac and cheese around here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get like the American, type food here is usually like, the rice and beans with the pork and, the avocado and all that. But it was a nice change of pace to do the American thing. And, I just love this country and doing things that, that I never thought that I would be able to do here. So I'm super blessed and super thankful because Thanksgiving is a holiday to be thankful. and to be grateful. So it's kind of like awesome to be able to, take a second and take a break from, the hectic lives that we live to just think whatever you believe on, whether you believe in the planets, in the horoscope, in God, in, and where whatever religion you practice or whatever, man, it's always good to be thankful for that. And just, good vibes and family, good food. I mean, huge blessings, man. So
I love that. I love that you disconnected from social media. Hargeet's doing it right. There's like it's crazy how much negativity is out there.
I just try out a little bit of the way that Hargeet lives. So I mean, no wonder he doesn't age.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Nah, it's true. It's true. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you were able to unplug. It's definitely a good refresh.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I like the funny thing is like I saw, and I guess the one thing about Twitter is that obviously not everybody's from the US, right? So not everybody looked at Thursday as a holiday.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, it was just a day off. So, I went on Twitter on Thursday and the first thing I saw was like somebody clipped us and was talking about it on Thursday. And it's like, my first reaction was like, motherfucker, it's Thanksgiving. Like, really? This
Maybe
is what
they
you're
were
doing?
thankful for us.
Maybe. Then I just assumed that maybe they were just somewhere else. So I was like, all right, it's whatever.
Listen, we're all very blessed. It's a blessing to have like our families and like you guys have your family, we have our family. Like it's funny how many people may have to turn to Twitter to do some dumb shit on Thanksgiving because they have nothing else going on. But I mean, that's the reality of it. And it's like, we're all very blessed.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Sometimes we take all of that for granted though. So
exactly.
It's good a reminder is always good.
Yes.
Agreed. All right. And then of course, you know who the fuck he is. That's right. It's the wise one.
Yes.
The author. The Patriot.
That's right.
The Pony Slayer and the Pony Bot Tear Maker.
Pow!
It's our boy. Hargeet Shani. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. Another week. We have a few more days left until the Game Awards. More fun to be announced, I'm sure. Who cares about the awards, whatever. But it'll be fun to actually see some of the new announcements, see what's coming up next year. Next year seems to be another great year of gaming. This year was great. Massive amounts of awesome games, awesome stuff. So, blessings to everyone. We had an awesome year of gaming, and hey, we hopefully look forward to another great year coming up. Also, the 25th anniversary of Xbox, and we'll see what they do with it.
Big year for us next year. You know what I'm saying? Big year. Man, 25 years. It just makes you think about 29 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like 25 years ago. Like that's a
long time.
That's a long time.
Quarter century.
Yeah. Like, it's not just Xbox that's 25 years old. Like we're 25 years older.
We really are.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. Because you don't feel it. And then you're like, oh shit. That's right.
Now we know.
Flies.
Reminder.
Facts.
Yep.
Fact. Well, guys, again, we're gonna have a fun show, man. So thank you all for rocking out with us. Of course.
Oh my gosh. You know that real quick. This is on a side note. But Christmas is coming and I'm singing a Christmas song. And I didn't know that I was singing the wrong lyrics.
Oh my God.
And you're gonna talk about that here.
CMoney claims that I still have to look them up because I still think that I'm partially right. I hear it and I still hear the same thing.
Bro.
So it's say hello to friends and hoes.
No,
right?
it's not. Say hello to friends and hoes.
Okay, I like it.
Hello to friends and hoes.
No,
it is. Dude.
Say hello to friends you know.
No, friends and hoes. Listen to it, you guys. It says if you won't unhear it. That's the way I've sang it.
It's the Holly Jolly Christmas.
You know how many times I've sang that song?
Holly Jolly Christmas. Say hello to friends you know, not friends and hoes. She thinks it's friends and hoes.
I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea though.
Dree, and
Say
you get
hello to the hoes
friends.
as well, man. Why not, bro?
Some hoes out
It's not
there.
friends and hoes.
Yeah,
Well, anyways, that just changed the whole song for me.
That's usually happens with like Spanish people. We turn like, I don't know if you've seen it, like we turn
He just called you out. Right?
the English. No, I got the worst accent, bro. So I can't really be talking
straight,
shit.
right?
Nah, I'm not talking shit. But it usually is like it happens. I don't know if you hear like you've seen the reels, right? Or people trying to talk or sing like English songs and they go and destroy the songs. They just butcher
I
them.
change the lyrics all the time, but I didn't think I could do that with the Christmas songs. I have to look up the lyrics though.
You
and
just create
confirm.
It is
cool.
friends, you know. It's friends.
Friends
Yeah,
and
it's
hoes.
friends. No friends, you know, bro.
But when you hear it,
No.
all right, thank
When
you,
you
Hardy.
hear it,
all
it's
right, I
friends,
guess,
you know.
I
Friends, you know.
suppose.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
gonna
with
be
you. I agree
difficult
with
for me to
you.
change, 'cause I've been
I agree with
singing
you,
it.
Doodle.
Change.org. Let's get it. Let's get it together. Change the.
I can just imagine a song like that actually has hoes.
Come to find out, the original version had hoes, and the record label was like, "Hold on, we can't say that." Somebody in the chat is like the great grandson of the original singer. In fact, Doodle is correct.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
I heard.
You know, that's how you know Doodle's here. Okay, you know Doodle's here. Where we have to start off the show talking about friends and hoes. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Aside from that, shout out to everybody who's live in the building with us right now, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much
Thank you, guys.
for rocking out with us on this Friday night. Man, we got a good show, man. We got a good show. This was, I don't know if you guys saw the news, and I don't know if you guys remember our new format, but we're gonna be hopping right into it pretty shortly. Which is PlayStation has that China Hero project, right? We were talking about it like a few shows back, right? Because there was something that came out about it, and yeah, it turns out one of their China Hero project games is gonna be published by Sony day one on Xbox. Ugh.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I mean, that's
by
great.
them. I think it's indie.
Oh, that's what the guy said. The guy said
Because I see it on Steam already, and it's published by themselves.
on
So
Steam.
I don't know if on Steam.
You think they're going to publish it themselves on Xbox? Because they're funding. Sony's funding
They
it.
could. Yeah, that's totally fine. But they can just go in as an indie. If they don't get published by PlayStation, they can just go in as an indie. And
Well, we're going to talk about it. We'll see all the discussion. It's definitely. I mean, the game looks dope. So there's actually really good news across the board. But
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're definitely going to talk about it. But before we do any of that, guys, you guys live in the building. You guys are the shit. We thank y'all so much for being here right now. You guys are awesome. But of course, we need to shout out our supporters over on Patreon and YouTube. You guys are the shit. Thank you so much for all your support. It really does mean a lot to us. But of course, we have to shout out our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, and Queen Witch. And then we have our inner circle members. That's right, the homie Pragmatic Eagle, Hargy Chani, and Marvelous Marvin. Appreciate y'all. We do have our November champs. That's right, the most top threes was our boy, motherfucking Be Nice.
Let's go.
Most first super chats was again our boy Dark Angelic.
Woo.
Biggest super chat, we actually had a tie. It was from our homie Mad Leprechaun and Marvelous Marvin.
Let's go.
And the same thing, they did the most big super chats, Mad Leprechaun and Marvelous Marvin. They shut it down last month. Top 3 most gifted subs last month was from the homie Bounty, Hargy Chani, and Lord Starkiller XSX and Ryuart.
Let's go.
The third spot was a tie, and the most subs gifted at once is actually a tie between Bounty and Hargy Chani. So we appreciate you guys so very, very, very much. Now, I think I'm looking at this over here, and I don't know why that was still here, but let me make sure I take that out. Go over here. All right, let me take this out because this is incorrecto. Okay. That being said, okay, we do appreciate all you guys being live in the building. You know how we do here. You guys are supporting us by watching us live right now in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every single one of y'all for doing so. So thank y'all. Of course, that being said, I think we've reached a point where now we know.
It's no secret.
It's no secret.
Mm-mm.
You guys all cannot be equal. I
Nope.
apologize. It's just the way. It's just the way.
Don't apologize for it, babe.
There's special people who are among you.
Yes.
Okay. As you're watching this show, you're saying to yourself, am I the special one? Well,
Mhm.
we will tell you.
We will tell you if you have risen.
We will tell you if you've risen. Okay. Because this is the thing. It's very, very simple. It's very easy to become the special one. But these people, they've done it. They were one of the first 3 people in the building. That's right. When we went live, we put out that on point bat signal and they saw that shit and they said, holy shit, we got to get in there now.
Yes.
So who are those heroes?
You never know what they were doing when they saw that signal.
You never know.
That
They
they
could be
just-
mid-stroke
I mean,
and they just said, oh shit,
I was
just fucking woof, just let go instantly to grab their phone, log in. Okay, they could be mid. Y'all got there,
yeah.
and they just throw her off and say, "Get off me!
Get off me, bitch.
I gotta get on the show.
I got somewhere to be.
I got somewhere to be." These
If
are
it
the
ain't on you.
heroes. These are
the
the
real one.
heroes.
That's
Okay.
right.
So who are these specials? Who are the first 3 in the building?
Mm.
Now, this is a little interesting now because, there are 2 different links happening right now, right? There's the standard, widescreen TV version of the show happening. And then there's the vertical phone version of the show happening. And some people are on one, some people are on the other, right? When they talk, I could see them all, but they, I think, only see each other. Like whoever's on one is talking, whoever's on the other one is talking. So some people might have thought they were first, but I have the official timestamps and I see when everybody actually drops. So I have the official list of the top 3 people who were in this chat. That's right. The first 3 people in the building. Number 3, our boy, motherfucking Trey Bone
Let's
in
go.
the building. Shout out to our boy, Trey Bone.
Woo.
He's not fucking around. He said, the fuck, I will not
That's
be
right.
first. But he wasn't first. He was
No,
third. You
mm-mm,
know what I'm saying?
damn.
But he had the intent to be first. You know what I'm saying? You aim for first, you land in third.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
You
has
shoot for the
risen,
moon.
just not all the way.
Yeah, I think he's like right
You
there.
know?
Like he's still aiming down at you
Yeah.
guys, like if
He'll-
when
he'll-
he's watching the show, if he has to use the bathroom,
Yeah.
you guys are beneath him, right? Like so you got to be careful because he made it to number 3. But there's people above him that you know what I'm saying. So it's just like we keep everything fair here. All right. We keep everything fair. Number 2 in the building is our motherfucking homie. Pow!
Woo!
Rusted Steel Manager.
Let's go.
That's our old homie, Coach of the Canuck.
Yes.
That's his new name, Pal. So I'm saying that so just in case people don't know who Pal is. But if you've been around, it's our boy Canuck. Shout out to our boy Pal in the building. Number 2. What's up, man? He just dropped his new album from
Ooh,
Rusted
nice.
Steel. Check it out. It's pretty dope.
Let's go.
It's in the Discord. You can go find it over there. It's fire. So shout out to them. Now, who was number 1?
Who? Your owl.
My house is creeping in. Number 1 in the building. Best spot of the night. The special
Yes.
is our boy. Motherfucking User for Games. That's
Woo!
right.
Let's go.
Shout out to our boy User for Games. Number 1 in the building. He's not fucking around. He
Mm-mm.
done did it. Shout out to him. Fireworks. Pew, pew. You know what I'm saying? All the fun stuff. Right? Just use your imagination. User. Okay? This is all happening right now. Big explosions.
Yes.
Bitches running around, giving you lap dances. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want. Whatever you
Oh,
want, you
wow.
got because you were number 1.
Money
We make
everywhere.
all your dreams come true
Yes.
in your mind.
That's right.
Okay? Just whatever you could think of,
It's possible.
It's possible,
Right now
and
in
it
this
stays
moment.
in your mind.
Yes.
You got it. It's from us. Okay.
You're welcome.
You won. You did it. Okay. That's your Willy Wonka ticket. Whatever you want, you got inside your mind. That's all. It's,
Yes.
it's your only
You can
restriction.
dream it.
You know what I'm saying? Bolts and hoes. Bolts and hoes. Okay. It's just what it is. Okay. This is just what it is. But shout out to you, User for Gays, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my brother, for being here. Let's get this party started right.
Let's go.
With motherfucking Razor Ultron, who went ahead and gifted an All Point for Gamer
Let's
membership,
go.
man.
Yes.
Shout out to our boy Razor Ultron, man. Thank you, my brother, so much.
Give it to him.
Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat.
Yes.
Welcome our newest member, man. We appreciate you, bro, so much for being here. Appreciate you for rocking out with us. And of course, our boy Razor Ultron. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. You are the man. And guys, if you're in the chat right now and you're a member, you know what you got to do. You got to go ahead and put that motherfucking FB emoji in the chat.
Racer's waiting.
Finger blast that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what he wants. He knows what he wants. He's ready for it. Just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Just give it to him.
It's Friday night.
It's Friday
you know?
night. It's Friday night. You know, just be a friend.
Yep.
Be a friend. Sometimes,
That's one heck of a friendship.
I mean, listen, that's what friendship is about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just what it is. So yeah. All right. Be good. All right. Who else is in the building? Shout out to our boy Malcolm XX. I see you, homie. Thank you for rocking out with us. Power Boss in the building. What's up, man? Cage, the cunning linguist. Wow. Beautiful. Shout out to Cage. She just had some eye surgery.
Oh, shout out
to the homie Cage. Hope you're doing well, brother. I see Michelle Alexandria in the building.
Yo.
She was one of the people that got bamboozled. She thought she was third. She was not third, but appreciate the effort, Michelle. I see Becca in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here. E-Ranks, what's going on, man? Thank you for rocking out with us.
Yo.
Masshole 1977 in the building. What's up, player? Toe Tag 4, what's going on, man? No, sir. No, sir.
No. That's right. Sometimes you got to say no.
Sometimes you got to say no.
Yeah.
Or you got to say yes. Just depends on the situation.
Depends on never mind.
Sometimes when FB is involved, you just got to say yes. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Powerball, shout out for the public service announcement. He says, if you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button.
Let's go.
And subscribe. That's right. If you're looking right now and you're sitting here watching this show and you're saying to yourself, what am I missing? The like button. Hit that shit. Hit it.
That's
Hit
right.
right there. Finger blast the button. You know what I'm saying?
Share the link if you can.
Do it. Just do it. It's the right thing to do.
I would
Okay.
say so. I would say so.
He also says, don't forget to become a member as low as $1 a month. That's right. Help support the channel, man. Appreciate it. Everybody who does it, you guys are the shit. Thank you. Everybody who gifts memberships, and we appreciate y'all. That's why we want to make sure we always
seriously,
we do these November champs and things like that. We want, we do appreciate everyone who goes above and beyond to support the channel. We really do. Thank y'all. So you guys are very special to us. So appreciate y'all. And then Powerballs lets everybody know. Join the Discord is free. He even puts the link there. But fun fact, right here in the corner, boop, boop, up there. Up. Oh, my finger. I don't know why my finger can't go that way. Right there. Bam, bam. That little phone tag, whatever it is. You take your phone, scan that shit, takes you right to our Discord. Can't be easier. Can't be easier.
that's what she said.
Oh shit. I mean, that's a fun time. That's a fun time right there. Shout out to the motherfucking homie, Big Boy Mike.
Woo!
In the building. Says, what's good, fam? What's good, homie?
Bro, what's up?
Brother. Thank you for rocking out with us, man. Demo, you say something, bro? I didn't hear you.
No. I was just saying.
About being easy.
Yeah.
You were making a comment about being easy. Got it.
Yeah.
Sinastro J in the building. What's up, man? Outward Lyric. What's going on, fam? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Let me see. G Maybe.
Woo!
What's up, man?
It's good.
Thank you for rocking out, bro. Appreciate you.
I see the homie Bosnian 59. He was the person who received the gifted membership, and look at him coming over here saying thank you.
Oh, let's
Shout out to
go.
Bosnian.
That's nice. That's so nice.
We got Be Nice in the building. What's up, man? Appreciate you, homie.
Yo.
Mac22TH54. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Right, you are gaming.
Homie,
What's up, my dude? Thank you for rocking out with us. Boss Bronze. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Remember, guys, these are all your @ names. You know, whatever name you pick, YouTube has decided to not show anybody anything. So, you know, that's just the way, apparently.
Don't care what you want.
They don't give a shit. The game adaptation newscast. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Green Bacon. Hola, mi gente.
Hola.
Thank you for being here, bro. Shannon Israel. What's up, man? Says, what is up with the video being in 9:16 aspect ratio? There's two videos. You got to get out of this one and go to the other one. There's one that's for the phones, and there's one that's for full screen. That's what one of the new features of our streaming service that we have, a StreamYard. So they allow us to go both ways. So if you're watching on, I heard myself say it, and what I mean specifically is it allows us to stream our video content to two different locations at the same time. One widescreen, one phone aspect ratio for your viewing pleasure.
There you go. There you
just
go.
depends. You know, some people like to flip the phone sideways and get that full widescreen experience. That's fine too. Whatever you want.
Gonna get it.
But thank you for being here, my brother. Appreciate you. I see Broke Boy in the building.
Yo.
What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Yankee 127 Yankees. What's up, man? Thanks for rocking out with us, player. Thank you for being here. Let's see. No, it doesn't do it automatically. You have to go ahead and literally, you know, get out of that link and go to the other one. All right. Guys, thank you all again for being here. General Spartan, what's up, man? Fillmore Pockets in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for rocking out. Guys, if I missed you, apologize, but guys, let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's fucking go. We're gonna get to this first topic. Let me get my chapter. And actually, let me set it up first before I start talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I got what I got ready to go. Well, do I?
Tell us, see. You tell us.
I did. Okay, here it is. All right. That is perfecto. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to share it here. Do this, do that. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. What? This shit's trying to give me new features while I'm actively using it. I was like, what the fuck is that? Why are you trying to tell me shit right now? All right. Now I could take the chapter. Now I could take it. I see it right there. We're ready to go. Okay. Bam. All right. Chapter 1. Guys, this is the headline from Pure Xbox here. The Godslayer is bringing its open world RPG to Xbox, and it's getting help from PlayStation. That's right. The Godslayer is the next game out of the China Hero project that PlayStation is doing. And yeah, that game is going everywhere. Our homies at Xbox actually posted the reveal trailer. So yes, I will go ahead and read this and then we'll talk about it. But the Godslayer is bringing its open world RPG to Xbox and is getting help from PlayStation, part of the PlayStation China Hero project. A few hours ago, we were treated to the reveal of a new open world RPG from Pathea Games, which does My Time at Sandrock, Let's School, called The Godslayer. And it's got a particularly interesting connection to the folks at PlayStation. This game is part of the PlayStation China Hero project, which is described as providing development, publishing, and marketing support for its titles. Our sister site, Push Square, was contacted by Pathea Games following the announcement to confirm that the Godslayer remains part of the project despite the multi-platform reveal. I'm actually going to, let me read this and see if it does the
All right. It only takes a little bit. I might actually just hop over to that push square one because that's the. Yeah, let's do the push square one. That was the one. This is what I was originally looking for, but I couldn't find it, so I was doing the other one. But thank you for them to show this to us. So PS5 action RPG, The God Slayer, getting full support from Sony. First gameplay footage is jaw-dropping, a steampunk stunner. Update. We assumed this is the part that is
hilarious.
It's just funny when you hear it because Push Square, they're a PlayStation, focus website, right? So it says we assumed when new footage of the God Slayer debuted earlier today that it was no longer a part of Sony's China Hero Project program. That's primarily because the game was also announced for the Xbox Series X and S, which is unusual, as China Hero Project titles typically deploy as timed console exclusives. Recent examples include Lost Soul Aside, for instance, which launched on PlayStation 5 and PC only, of course. But Dev Pathea Games reached out to us to confirm the God Slayer is, in fact, still part of the China Hero Project. We asked how Sony is supporting the project, and the spokesperson told us Sony is assisting the project with some game development support, marketing, and publishing. Okay. More information is explained on their official website. We asked whether there will be period of timed console exclusivity and what benefits Sony is getting in return for its investment and support, but the studio couldn't comment at this time. Let me save you the confusion or the wonder and the mystery. Xbox dropped the trailer just like everybody else. This is being dropped all at the same time. So there you have it. The God Slayer is still part of the China Hero Project, despite it seemingly being a full-blown multi-platform release at this stage. But its re-reveal for various formats, including PC and Xbox Series X and S, suggests it's no longer part of the PlayStation Incubation. Oh, okay, this is the original story. Yeah, see, so they first were going to think that it wasn't, but it is. And first of all, if I'm going to play it in the background while we chat about it, but it seems like they have a little. Let me read this little blurb here. It says, enter an Easter. So this is about the game, by the way. Enter an Easter-inspired steampunk metropolis where gods known as Celestials reign with a divine fist. In this open-world RPG, you are an Elemancer who refuses to bow. Infused with elemental powers and a heart of vengeance, you will dethrone them all. You will rise to be the God Slayer. Okay. And then... Okay, just another little summary. In this world, elemental powers interact dynamically. Fire consumes wood, water extinguishes fire, steam rises from boiling water, and earth can obstruct. Your approach to utilizing these elemental interactions in battle is entirely up to you. Okay, so I think this is the one that, yeah, this is the one. So I'll just play it in the background and let that ride while we chat about this. Let me go ahead and do this here. There we go. Okay, so that is it. It is official. Push Square went ahead. It's a PlayStation focused website. They went ahead, got in contact with the Pathea, and they confirmed that the game is still a China Project Hero project. Sony is helping fund this game. Sony is helping develop the game, and they are marketing and publishing this game. This is a PlayStation game, the same way Lost Soul Aside was considered that, the same way all this other games are like that, right? They helped fund it.
It will no longer count as a PlayStation.
It's no longer going to count. They're going to say, oh, no,
particular one.
This one doesn't count, guys. This one doesn't count. Guys, I mean, look, I don't know how any of y'all see it, but at the end of the day, we all know the way things are going, and PlayStation, this is the new normal. This is the new normal. We told them.
Yes.
We told them to just be aware that this is the way forward. None of these studios want their games to die on the PlayStation. Look at Lost Soul Aside. Okay, they hyped that up for nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it went one place. Yeah, it was on PC, but it went one place. And then that's it. It just faded away. Nobody wants that shit. PlayStation is not enough. PlayStation gamers are not enough. It's just the truth. It's the truth.
They're not
The proof is in
lying.
the pudding.
It's true.
I mean, what would be the other reason? Right? If this studio thought that this was enough, okay? If they thought that releasing on PlayStation was enough, if PlayStation thought releasing this game was enough, they would have been like, nah, dog, we're paying for this. That shit ain't going nowhere.
That's the PlayStation way. Remember when they were willing to help as long, right? And kind of like, you know, we do know with whatever cover up they've done and however people want to believe the situation, that blaming it on the potato on the S was just the excuse, right? Because they did receive that help from PlayStation, and that comes with consequences. The fact that this is unusual, it's kind of like, get ready for the unusual. We've been telling you guys that this is the route that they're going to take, considering the fact that their games that are first party games are not being supported. The question here is, you know, is this something that the developers themselves wanted, or is this a decision that was made? Okay, we think this game will do well, and it deserves to be, because the game does look stunning, right? And
100%.
A lot of elements in that game that kind of resemble games that have done well. And I do think having it multi-plat would be a very big deal for it. I think Hiroki is his desire for money versus, you know, the hate that his ponies have for Xbox is greater, right? You got to follow that money. Whatever they had going on is not working. But is this the developers saying we want to have our game multi-plat, or is this, you know, they're going to be selective on some games that will just be multi-plat, and this is just the first one? So I do think we should be seeing more of this. I think this is great news. This is a smart decision. This is the route that they should be taking, right? Their first party studios have kind of shit at the bed back to back. And, you know, to have this China project go ahead and put out games that are going to be on other platforms. Again, I don't think this is the first one, or this is going to be the only one. This is just the first one. I think that this is going to be a big deal for them. There's nothing that to be complaining about. The way I heard about this, you have brought up that the developers were upset. And it's funny because they want to live in this bubble, and it's kind of like, you know, it's good for their platform to find other ways, considering the fact that their games are not selling, to find other ways to go ahead and make that money. So the boxes that they have out there, that doesn't mean anything. You have to go and reach other players that are willing to go ahead and spend the money and support these games. Because if not, they're in the same loop, the same situation. So I don't think that their strategy is, let's see if having, you know, this game is going to make someone buy our box, because they understand that the amount of boxes that they have out there does not mean that these players are going to go ahead and buy their games and support it the way that they want these games to be supported, right? So they just need to sell copies of this game and every other game that they put out. So
Agreed.
We'll see. But this is great news for the developers. This is great news for freaking PlayStation, for Sony. You know, you have to evolve. You have to move forward. And I feel like this is a step in the right direction.
100%. 100%. And I mean, again, even directly taking the last one they did, which was Lost Soul Aside, and you kind of look at that and it's like, yeah, I mean, you can see that it's not, you know, it's not profit, like it's not a big money maker for them when they have to be stuck, right? You know, we know that the 84 million consoles don't mean shit. We know that already. It's been proven time and time again that all that number is good for is how many people are buying microtransactions on fucking Fortnite and Roblox
and waiting
shit
to
like
put
that.
it on PC. That also, it's not, you're just waiting for that hype. There are too many games coming out. You can't wait for the hype to die out.
Day one is the only way, man.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't do day one, bro, your game is gonna get left behind, bro. There's so many games coming out at any given time. You can't afford to make it where you think you're gonna bring out your game later. And people are going to still be hyped.
Wait for it. Yeah, I think we saw this with, BG3 and Wukong. Like you can't just wait and see what will happen later and think that the world's going to stop and see when you show up, and then they're going to drop everything to come and support you. I think
100%.
a lot of their games could have been in a better situation had they just been a little bit more open-minded with these things, with these scenarios. The fact that they have Square wanting to kind of just break ties and have their games, everywhere, and Kojima as well. Like they just want to break ties. We saw Sega kind of just break through, and I think that was the first big example of what can happen when you're in that PlayStation box, locked up in there, and you kind of see the light. I feel like if they're running from the situation and they're trying to reach a new audience, I think seeing the sales and how things are going over at PlayStation, they owe it to themselves to kind of go ahead and figure this out. And again, we live in a different world right now where people are not, you need to come and find them. You're not going to have people come and find you to go figure out what you have to offer. You have to go and reach out to all these players. And the way to reach them is through putting your games on different consoles and see what, put it everywhere, see what it can do. But yeah, you have to reach them.
100%. 100%. It's just I think the problem is that there's just so many good games that are releasing nonstop.
Yeah, there's no need to go and find that one because the games are not scattered anymore. It's just a wave of freaking games. Look at this year alone. Next year's going to be even better, and the year after that. And it's like, where with everything that, like, reaching that momentum, like, where are you going? You have nothing. You're still figuring out your footing in the gaming industry when it comes to software. Like, no one's going to wait for you, just getting left behind. So at some point you got to decide, like, do I get on the wagon, or do I stay here? Hop on the fucking wagon. Go ahead and make your money.
100%.
See what these games can do.
100%, man. It's just the truth, man. Look, like, this game is a dope looking game.
It does.
Right? It looks sick. And it doesn't deserve to be stuck behind a walled PlayStation garden.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where games now just go to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a reality. It's not necessary to do that and limit yourself when, like, as much as people want to talk shit, like Xbox is not leading the way, right? Like, that's the way they want.
They are.
Believe they are.
Everyone
they
is trying to go ahead and follow on those steps to go and make something of themselves.
They are proving
exactly
that at the end of the day, all anybody really cares about are the games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're here for. That's what everyone is here for.
I think they made it so that people only care about the games. Like, it was a decision that they had to make, and it was a tough one to go ahead and make. And there are still those people, like, the developers are very blinded by this idea of what things should be like. Like, they can't seem to evolve and understand, or they don't want to, because it doesn't suit their narrative and what they want to go ahead and do out there. But at the end of the day, this is what it's about. And it took a lot for Xbox to come out here and kind of like take that stance and take all the punches for it, and to see what PlayStation has been. They've been brought to their knees to do this, right? Like, this wasn't that's the way that it should be. gamers, no matter what box they choose, should have access to these games for the sake of the developers. You know, these games should be everywhere so that they can sell as many copies as possible. Like, this wasn't a graceful situation. They were brought down to their knees in order to go ahead and try to make these type of decisions. It's funny because I look at this game and I think of the PlayStation studios at the moment, and they can't deliver a game that looks like this right now. Damn. And that is sad to say.
True,
so in order for them to go ahead and have some type of impact out there, I do believe that they need to go ahead and reach outside of their first party studios, like their PlayStation in-house studios. And Ghost of Yotei probably wouldn't have come out here and caused the impact that I feel that this may have with the gamers out there and the audience. So I feel like it's possible that this can do very well. Think of a game like Expedition 33 that we didn't know. Like, we were just kind of captivated by it. This has that type of essence where you feel kind of drawn in. So we'll see what happens with it. When is it supposed to release, by the way?
That I don't know.
Okay.
That I don't know. I would assume sometime next year or the year after that. I don't know if they told us anything. But let's bring Fillmore Pocket into this real quick. He says, quote, strong titles that achieve growth on PlayStation 5, PCs, and other platforms will widen our margins. Hiroki Totoki, February 2024. But remember, other platforms back then were PCs.
Yep.
Even though they say PCs already. No, it's also PCs, just different PCs. Or mobile. That's what it is. It's only mobile. Turns out it was all the above.
It was
right?
always
all
everywhere. Again,
always
Xbox
everywhere.
came out here and took all the punches for it. But yes, that was the intent. He said it multiple times. And it's funny how many times we came out here to break that down. The meaning of what he was saying. And it's exactly what's taking place and will continue to take place no matter how much pain these gallopers feel. And you know what's funny? The pony bots are going to accept that this is the way because PlayStation is doing it too. And that's a sad reality.
That's exactly it. Because if you remember one of the arguments that I always used to hear from these fucking pony bots, we're giving them this and this and this. What are we getting?
Yep.
Well, you got Helldivers too.
Two words. Game Pass.
Yeah.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. But that's the truth, man. That's the truth. Let me get my Hobie Razor Ultra out of here with this really on topic, perfect super chat.
Yo,
the $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being the first super chat of the night. Appreciate you. Says
thank
Doodle.
you. Yes.
Do you know CMoney goes both ways? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
He does. He has an Xbox. He has a PlayStation. He actually has, Nintendo. PC,
multiple ways.
Racer Ultron.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Oh, he goes 4 ways. Wait,
4 ways.
Yeah.
That's how I
Four
do
ways.
it. Right? That's how I. Like, however it needs to get done. All right. However
he's got to
it
get
needs to get
his.
done.
I didn't know
get
Simone
mine.
was freaky like that, but go ahead.
You got the homie Bouncy in the building on board, man. Thank you so much for being here, bro.
Thank you, love.
Thank you for being a member for 23
that's
motherfucking months, man.
Appreciate you.
And he's a squad member. So shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, brother. Says, I've been a businessman for years, and the product I sell would never make money if only sell it to one store.
Exactly.
I would be broke. Times change.
Exactly.
And that's just what it is, man. Times do change, and people don't want it to change because their entire MO is revolved around this idea that the only reason they like gaming is because PlayStation was dominant.
And isn't it funny how, we talk, and we've had these talks before about, cell phones, and, before you had to go and find a phone booth, and we talk about how, people used to shop at stores, and now most of the shopping gets done online. And we talk about being able to facilitate things for people and, wanting to be able to have access to things and just quick access, right? And I think that it's not that difficult to understand that players just want quick easy, fast access to things. Anything that takes too many steps. It's funny because we were playing games on Netflix, and we were talking about how they have to make it just a bit easier when you're in there. Every time you switch games, you have to kind of like re-scan, and it's like, okay, these are fun bits of games that we're experiencing, but it's like, I want them to make it a bit more seamless, and I feel like they need to work on that. But that's, if you make it a little too complicated, too many steps, someone's going to just move on and do something else. And that's why Xbox came out here and they're saying we're competing with TikTok, with people, social media, people watching movies. Like, it's time is priceless, right? You can't put a price on it. And you have to be very selective. You can't buy time. It's important what you do with that extra time that you have, because life gets busy. If you are not putting right in front of them what they would want, they will go and do something else. And it's just that distracting and that easy to go ahead and move on. It just is.
Facts. Yeah, it's a big deal, and I think we're seeing it take place in real time. We're seeing that at the end of the day, this is where gaming is heading. This is what we all want, really. You know what I'm saying? This is what we all want. I would love to just buy my favorite box and play in that place everything I want to play, instead of having to worry about, oh, I gotta get this to get this game, or I have to get this to get this game.
When you
back
have
in the day,
no value on your exclusives, though, that's what it needs to come down to. PlayStation needs to put their stuff out there, because their exclusives do not have enough value for people to go and buy the box and buy these games. You need to go out there and put the games everywhere where people can find them and can spend their money on it.
I gotta tell you, man, but even in this world right now, especially the cost of consoles going up all the time, there is no I do not believe there's a version today where people are like, oh, this one game is coming to this console and I already bought my console. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go buy a different console for this one game. Like, that's not going to happen.
And see, throw in now handhelds too. Everybody wants to be a part of that too. And it's like, okay, I need a handheld. I need a console. I need that other console for that game. Is that what people are really going to be doing? Saying, you know what, I'm going to buy a PlayStation for that one game a year, or I already invested on the PlayStation. Let me go ahead and buy the other consoles to get those other games. No, bring them the freaking games. You want the better deal in gaming? Like, with the prices going up the way they are with consoles, if you made the wrong decision, that sucks. Because if you have Xbox and you have Game Pass, you're freaking set.
100%. That being said, motherfucking demo. You see it here. Ponies told us that this stuff was never going to happen. These games, Sony's not going to pay to make a game and let it go on Xbox. Well, Sony's paying and the game's coming. Just kind of is what it is. So what do you think, man? What do you think about the situation?
Rocky swiped like 18 credit cards for this shit.
I mean,
he's like, yo, you got the 0%. Make sure you use the 0%, all right?
I am with Doodle, man. I got to say hello to your friends and say hello to your hosts. You know what I'm saying? Because when you are out there in the streets and you are hustling and OnlyFans is not enough, then you need to go to the go and check it. And that's exactly what PlayStation is doing. The OnlyFans is not enough. They need another income. So they're going to either, H Street here in Miami or what are like shady, you know what I mean? Hood places that, like you don't even go there. But hey, if you want a gummy job, that's where you go and shit. So PlayStation, that's what they are at the moment, bro. They are scrambling now for, money. And not only them, man, because I got to say, everybody's in the same boat, like you guys said earlier. Everybody's trying to make some money. You cannot put pride over money, especially when you're a big company like PlayStation. You got people who work for you, who aren't, that you actually had to get paid. I mean, pay them, and you need to keep your studios going. You need to keep your business up and all of that. So I believe that this is the way, and this is the way moving forward, not only for PlayStation, but for everybody, including Nintendo, that eventually will bend the knee. They're going to be the last ones, though. But they're going to be the last ones, and they're going to be like, you know what? It's antiquated. I love that word. It's antiquated to do exclusivity during these times where you see PC games, right? They never touch console, coming to console, and vice versa. We got games that never been on PC going to PC. And we got games making it to mobile. And now we even got Netflix with games like Red Dead Redemption, playable on the phone and on your TV. I don't know how they did it, but that shit is running. And, it just makes sense. It's possible. Technology is here right now. And I was talking today about it in the show. And I was thinking that maybe the future is not even like the console, but maybe your own phone that you're able to connect to whatever device you want to watch your shit on, bigger screen, even projected to the wall or whatever. And that's how you're gonna run the games. Because technology is getting out of hand. Everything is way better now. And nanotechnology is advanced a lot. So now everything is smaller. Remember back in the day how TVs got a big booty? Now they don't. They evolved. Or devolved,
Now
The fatter the better.
they're all Ariana Grandes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they went from J-Lo to Taylor Swift real quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way things are going. And look, that's why I named my show today Changes. And we're seeing a lot of changes in the gaming industry. And it's not only when it comes to like the games that could go to other platforms, but also the way that we play. In fact, things like these might be in jeopardy. Things like the controller is maybe they're changed and evolved too. And I'm kind of scared too, because I love the feedback that the controller gives me. The sensory input that I get from holding a controller is like almost addictive, right? Like I need that shit in my hands, and it just feels good. The texture, just moving the stick, clicking buttons. It's just, there's really something about it, which is one of the reasons why I think we all love playing video games, right? It's like the controller like calls you. It's like, oh, it looks so pretty, and it's so clicky, and it's so like nice, and it just feels right in your hand. And it's just, that's gonna change eventually too, because that has to evolve. So now we're getting these controllers that all come with like buttons in the back now. Remember back in the day, we had to play like this, and we had to hold the control like this, and it was so weird. Your hands get all deformed and stuff. And now we got buttons in the back. But what do you know? Maybe a next control won't even have buttons, and it will have like a touch screen. Because the kids now, they play on touch, man. They play on touch. They don't care.
Figure it out.
They figured it out.
Like a dual trackpad on the Steam machine controller,
or maybe not even using a controller. And I don't know if you guys are gonna talk about it, but I did send you the articles CMoney. There is this thing out there that outsold the PlayStation.
We're gonna do like everything after this.
And
we'll talk about just all the other
funny thing is, it doesn't even have a controller.
No controller. Yeah.
No controller at all. We'll get into it later, but because I don't want to spoil it, right? But the thing is, guys, I like where this is going. We got more accessibility in games. We got, more opportunity to like get games in all platforms. And I think that's good overall, because let's keep it real. PlayStation better be glad that shit changed, yo. Because if Xbox decided to keep all of the games that they have now and all the IP exclusive, like it was gonna be a wrap. There's no way they all they had to do was do like Call of Duty is not going to PlayStation, and everybody would have freaked out. Everybody would have gone ahead and buy Xbox and stuff. But you know what? That's not what Xbox wants. They don't want to sell you the damn box, bro. Like, get that shit in your head straight, guys. They don't want to sell you the box like that. They want you to have it. They want you to have options, but ultimately what they want you is to play the games. You know what I mean? Not even to buy it. They want you to play the damn thing, to be on there, because they know if you spend a lot of time playing this game, there's a huge chance of you paying more than $100. Look, Fortnite, for example, is a free-to-play game. How much money you guys spend in Fortnite, guys? Let's not talk about it. Moving on to the next topic.
Talk about that.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It didn't cost you a thing to get into the game. So spending money inside the game doesn't feel that bad, right? Like, doesn't feel that bad. Okay, you know, I got the game for free, whatever. There's a skin that's $30. What fuck? I was supposed to spend 70 on the game and I didn't. So now 30, I still got 40 to go and hang out, go to Burger King or whatever. Give me a Happy Meal.
Demo.
We don't want to do
click a button.
Listen,
you get the V-Bucks, and then you're like, oh shit, how am I out of V-Bucks already? Let me reload. It's that simple.
You know what's crazy? It's funny because people talk about us having Game Pass and stuff. Oh, and you don't spend money on games or whatever. Bro, I could almost for certainly promise that we spend more money on just skins in Fortnite than most people do all year. In all of their gaming.
Games. Yep. It's crazy.
It's a problem.
They're pretty dope.
It is.
And now they have pets.
It is.
They have
pets and sneakers and cars. And I got them all, man. I got them all. All right.
But yeah, man.
Most of dope ass sneakers look like Master Chief. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it.
Those are fun.
Style.
And the dances. And the music. You can play music now. It's crazy.
And now they have that this thing. Don't they have this thing now that you buy your shoes for your character? That you can buy your shoes. So now you buy shoes and you have the same old shoes in real life, but you got like 7 pairs in Fortnite.
That's crazy. I spend more money on shoes in Fortnite than I ever have. And it's the same money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could go to the store for the same money and buy real life shoes, but I'd rather have my character suited out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
bro.
Your character do be looking tight though.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, it's insane how they get you with the freebie, right? There's like the drug dealer, right? Like, try this a little bit of crack, bro. Like, it's on me, it's on the house, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be fine. Just try it, man. I cooked it real good. Grandma gave me the recipe. I whipped it up, whip it real good, like Ricky Ross and shit. And you know, next thing you know, you're hooked and you're coming back for more. And next time it's like, nah, but hold up. Hey, crack is $20, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want the little baggie with your little rock, you need to give me $20 or what? Like, you know, next thing you know, you don't got money, and you like
to this crack guy.
hey, next thing you know, you run out of money because you're smoking way too much crack. You're too lazy. Like you don't work. and then you go see your drug dealer again, and you're like, okay, you know, bro, I ain't got no money today, but
did the content rating just change? Because now we're talking about stuff we might not.
You know, we're talking about illicit activity, Hargy. But you know what I'm talking about. You know, like, bro, come on, y'all get me started.
Friends and hoes. So yeah, I think we're covered.
Anyways, guys, I think that as fun as it is to make fun of PlayStation for bending their knees, right? I think this is ultimately good for gamers in general, all of us, except for the ponies. So they're not gonna be happy for this. This is like it's gonna hit them like a bag of bricks. You know? So other than that, I haven't seen nobody crying about this except for like the few, you know, Hitler type ponies that we have around. But I mean, everybody seems to be very excited about this game. It looks incredibly good, and I'm just glad that it's gonna be everywhere, man. And it's gonna be a blast to check it out and see what the Chinese developers have to offer, because really, like they did them dirty with I think with Black Myth Wukong, they killed all the hype. Because imagine that game would have come out on Xbox 2 at the same time, they would have sold, I think, a good decent amount.
I had it lined up to buy. It was on my list of the few games that I was gonna buy that year, and they fucking fucked themselves out of that sale. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. And I'm still. It's on Xbox, and I'm not gonna buy it. The only time, I said it once, and I'll say it again, the only time you'll see me playing that shit is if I have it for free. If it's on PlayStation Plus, if it's on Xbox Game Pass, if it's, I don't know, on Steam or Epic, you know, for free, whatever. That's the only way it's going down. I'm not buying that game. I took my stance, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty. When I take these certain stances, I'm pretty good at it right now. Like Call of Duty is out, the new one, Black Ops 7.
Yep.
I haven't spent $1. I'm not buying the battle pass. I'm not buying any skins. You're gonna see me rocking the same old shit the whole time because of that one moment where
But
they
that's
lost
the
my
thing.
trust.
We say it all the time. You speak with your wallet, right? And
Yep.
they did that, and that's that. You know.
That's it. Not even doing the one for charity. You know what I'm saying? Don't care. Nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody get my money on that side. All
Right.
Nothing.
The thing is, man, like you had a certain hype when the game was coming out, right?
Yep.
You also
Stupid
had the curiosity to see what the game was about, and you were even willing. You were so curious. You were even willing to take the risk and spend the money on a game that you might not even like, right? At
Facts.
the end of the day, but now you see enough, and now you are like, I mean, shit, I don't even want it anymore because I'm good. And
Nope.
that's the point that all these developers had to realize that we can all get to. Like FOMO, use that shit like right away. Don't save it for later. Use the FOMO, and if you're gonna release a big game, release it everywhere. Because at the end of the day, what you're trying to sell is the game and not only PlayStations. I mean, we can. I mean, we're tired of saying this, right? But everybody comes around. They just want to, talk about the same shit, about how exclusives are so beneficial to the platform because they are going to optimize the game better. Fuck that shit. The
No,
games
that's
come
old,
out
bro.
buggy and shit. It's the
That's
same
old.
bullshit.
That's old. We used to that. I used
Yeah.
to do. I've been. You could quote me from the show, from this show, where I've gone and said, back in the day, the best thing about exclusives and the reason why I actually said I wanted every game to be an exclusive because they would go ahead and take advantage of the box.
Power of the box.
But this is the problem. What we saw happen this generation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody took advantage of the box, exclusive or not. Didn't matter. Nobody's using these boxes 100%, and nobody's making these games for one slice anymore. They're just not.
Mhm.
This is why literally PlayStation has come out and said, Mark Cerny said we used to do it where we wanted to make it a unique thing about PlayStation. No more unique. We want that shit broad. We want every feature to be used, and the only way they're going to use it if they could use it everywhere. And so that's what we're going to do. And that will probably finally, actually, it's crazy because I used to think that being exclusive was the only way you're going to see like real next gen looking games. But the reality is if developers feel like all the work they're doing can be used across the broadest spectrum of platforms, then they'll invest and be able to use that stuff. And that's what it looks like they're going to be doing. So yeah, you're right. It's just nobody cares. They just want their shit to be played by as many people as possible. I mean, I said it many times, but we've been face to face with developers and interviews and talking with these people on camera, off camera, and people are they're just pumped to be making a game and they want everybody to fucking play it. Okay, that's it. They want everyone to play it. That's what these people want. And that's where we're heading, bro. That's where we're heading.
That's the point. But yeah, man, I'm all for it. Just give us the games, make a good product, forget about all the whole exclusivity thing, allow everybody to enjoy the games and come together. No matter what platform they play it on. Like I believe crossplay is one of the best things that happen in gaming. The ability of getting even like with people like enemy ecosystems and getting to play with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like hop in into any game, even with PlayStation and even with Nintendo guys and shit. So I mean, I think that's dope, man, because I mean, everybody still got the choice to buy the device that they like based on on their needs and wants. So I just want to say, man, yeah, I do agree with this. I think this is a good move by them and give exposure to the games they actually really, really, really need it at the end of the day. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we get to our boy Hargeet, we do have the motherfucker homie Mad Leprechaun, winner of biggest super chat and biggest super chats for the month of November. Well, tied. He went ahead and did a $10 super chat, biggest super chat. And I appreciate you, my dude. Says YouTuber Island Gaming with Jay came out with a video about how the PlayStation 5 is a magnet for cockroaches. So it looks like we know the real reason the PlayStation 5 sells so many units. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, that's a crazy scenario. And I've seen like nasty videos with that shit too. So I definitely I get that. I think it gets them all. You know what I'm saying? Real ones and the disgusting ones, no matter how you cut it. But yeah, I mean,
You think those roaches are ponies?
I mean, they're baby ponies.
Ponies.
That's how they birth.
That's how they spawn.
That's how they spawn.
Those roaches. And they evolve into ponies.
Absolutely. So Hargeets. Okay.
Yes.
They said it would never happen, but it's happened. The game is a PlayStation funded title. PlayStation PR or whoever it is went out and found this game and said, oh, this is a China Hero Project game. It's going to be great for our system and for Xbox. They wrote it right next to it. They said it's for our system and for Xbox. And look, here it is. It's coming. What do you think about the situation? Are the times changing, Hargeet? Are we done with the baby bullshit or what's going on?
No, it's got to some way. How it's got to lead to the obvious. Xbox dead. It's always Xbox dead.
Always.
Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes.
The Xbox is dead, but we're gonna bring our China Hero Project to Xbox.
It doesn't matter.
We're just throwing our games on dead boxes. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Bringing their games over to Xbox, the dead platform. Okay.
It's also coming to Ouya and on live.
You know they're gonna keep saying it doesn't matter, right? There's always gonna be some stupid moron who'll keep saying these stupid things, but whatever. Obviously they see money. That's it. They no pun intended. They see the money in it, and that's why PlayStation's doing this. Like, who cares? It's like this game is probably not going to sell a bazillion copies, right? So give it a chance. Let it sell as many copies as it can. That's basically it. Put it as like far and wide as you can. Give it as much potential as you possibly can. As you've already pointed out, games don't take advantage of any hardware. They're all bullshit anyway. So most games come out freaking crap and take 6 months to get to a point where they're freaking good anyway. So whatever. Let the game come out. It's an indie game. Let it go as far and wide as it can. Think of Expedition. How did we get that? It was certainly funded by Xbox, right? Came to Game Pass day and date. However, they didn't restrict it at all. Put it wherever you want. We don't care.
Yep.
Go PlayStation day and date. Put it on Switch. We don't care. Put it wherever you like. How did that work out? Fantastically. Exactly the thing you want to do. The exclusivity thing for Xbox is we just want it in Game Pass. You can put it wherever you like. We don't care. No publishing restriction. Go put it wherever you want. That's the right answer. And guess what? PlayStation's learning. Do the same goddamn thing. Who cares? Like, ultimately, you're still selling bazillion consoles. What the hell difference does it make? It hasn't stopped the sales of consoles. They're still selling them. So what's the loss? Who gives a shit? Sell the game, make your money, and move on. Like, get your freaking bottom line.
100%.
Ultimately, that's it.
100%.
That's all they care about. All these companies care about is how much profit they make. End of discussion. They're not in it for your freaking emotional, whatever. Even though they said their entire thing is about condo emotion. The only emotion is, how do I get more money out of your wallet? That's the only emotion.
Facts.
And that does not matter
100%.
what platform you're on. Who gives a shit? Where do I get the money? They're just telling you now. They're like, come on, it's out in the open. They're gonna do. There's apparently like hip hop's putting out there that they're gonna have freaking Steam on the PS6. It's over, guys. Come
we
on.
talked about it last show, man. We talked about it last show. PlayStation has seen. They already saw it. This is the thing. It's actually happening a little faster than I think I even anticipated. I thought Xbox was gonna have to prove it out a lot longer for them to want to be like, okay, but no, they see it immediately. This is doing nothing to Xbox to hinder them. It's only growing everything and making everything stronger.
And like some people might say, well, how will they make money? Well, they make money off of microtransactions. But Fortnite. You guys talked about Fortnite. Can you remind me, is Fortnite on Steam?
It is not on Steam.
No, it's not. So guess what? They'll still make their microtransaction billions anyway. And if we forgot, from the Epic versus Apple leaks, PlayStation has this very annoying little contract with Epic saying if the game is played on our platform, I don't care where they spent the money. The profits come to us. Remember that? That's still there, guys. They don't give a shit. So putting Steam on PlayStation, they don't care. Because what they're going to lose Call of Duty money? No, they're not. Because I bet you there's going to be a guaranteed deal in the background there too. So what are the two big games? Fortnite and Call of Duty. Are they still going to make their money? Yep. Minecraft ain't on freaking on Steam. Doesn't matter, right? Is Roblox on Steam? That whole ship has already sailed. It doesn't matter. The Steam stuff is going to be for the games, by the way, that work on Linux. Remember, that's what Steam. That's
so
what
you're saying. So you're going. So we talk. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because that's what we talked about on the show. And I was saying like maybe they're going to go the Steam, like the Steam OS route versus the
none
Windows
of the
route.
anti-cheat stuff works on Steam, right? With the Linux version, because that's what they would be taking, the Proton version. So you're not getting any anti-cheat games. So no Battlefield, no Apex, no Call of Duty, all those games, they're out. So all those games that make all the money, they're still getting it in their store anyway. So all this does is say, oh, you wanted to buy this game that we might have made the 30% on, but you bought it from Steam already. You want to, okay, fine, play it. Go ahead. But we're not going to surface the store. You have to go to your PC or go to your phone and go buy it, and then we'll let you see it. Fair enough. That's really it, right? So for those who think that they wouldn't do it, they'll do it. You know why? Because regulators will see it as like, oh, you've opened your ecosystem. That's good. But anyway, Demo, you mentioned another thing that I've been touting a long time. Your TV is going to have enough power to play games at some point. It's just going to happen. It's just going to have native power. Like the thing already has like maybe like PS2 level, 360 level already. It's going to get to the level where it's like a PS4, at which point you're like, isn't that enough to just play the game natively on my freaking TV? So just publish the game on Android and you're done. Like that, because all your TVs run freaking Android. So once they do that, you just natively deploy there. That's coming at some point.
I think it's literally going to just be, I think gaming is going to become just like movies, just like TVs, where at some point, the vast majority of people are going to be playing games just through their TVs or their phones. And the rest of the world is, you know, the few people who are still the diehards, us hardcore people, us maybe 5 million people are going to be spending money on bespoke, you know, powerful hardware to run it the best, right? Just like Hargi and having that 4K player because you want to get the digital. You don't want to see it, you know, I mean, the physical copy, you don't want to see it through streaming on Netflix. It's not as good, right? Like that's just what it's going to be, man. It's just what it's going to be.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing, obviously, like, you know, as all of you already said, that the game is going to have more legs when it has more platforms to come out on at launch. Like you said with Black Myth, right? I didn't buy it on Xbox because I'd already bought it on PC. But, you know, if they had released it on Xbox, and I like Play Anywhere, if they can do both, put it on the Xbox side where it's available to me on both, that's like an automatic for me. Like, yep, that's the platform I'm going to buy it on because now I can play it on either one, right? I like that path. So, you know, more and more of that would be awesome. We'll see if this is, by the way, it could be, right? But I think they're saying it's going to be Steam for PC. But hey, they could work out something where it's Play Anywhere. That'd be awesome. But we'll see what they do, right? And
well, this by the time this comes out, whatever the next box is will be out already. So I think the idea of Play Anywhere is going to be a this generation thing. I think next generation is just going to be automatic for in my eyes because I feel like I think
they're still going to have a console version. We'll see, but we'll see how they play this out.
I don't know. It seems in my eyes when I look at it, it seems like what they're doing is trying to bring the developer stack into one place, and it's just one game that's being made.
One place, but it's still a console version and a PC version, but they're trying to merge them to the point where it doesn't matter for the developer. It will just sort of happen. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're making one game, and then wherever you turn it on, it'll be like identifier, right? It'll say,
yeah,
oh,
and they've already put
you're on
out
Xbox.
like some information about that, right? So at the developers, whatever, they've already put out that, hey, this is how we're trying to merge everything together, so that when you have to push out the Play Anywhere version for Xbox and PC, it will become one package. So you just have to publish it once and don't worry about making different versions, and it'll just handle it for you. So they're trying to make it as seamless as possible, which is great. That's awesome. Like, that's what we need to do. But I think Play Anywhere is going to kind of still be there in some kind of way.
Yeah. It's, I mean, either way, we're going into the direction that we all are hoping that it's going to go. Easier to access your games wherever you want to access those games.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Adidas 20
Yo,
with that $2 we chat with the salute sign. Salute
Let's
to you,
go.
sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, homie.
I guess we should also just mention, hey, the game looks good, right?
It does.
Like it could be
It
something
does.
cool. So, yeah.
I was very impressed with just the way they did the world and all the abilities and the destruction, and like they're making it feel really like alive, right? And I do like that. Obviously they have this set up so that you're kind of doing these set piece moments, but you know, still it looks sick.
Yeah.
And you know, it still has a lot of time. But you know, now when they're making this game, they can make it thinking, okay, the most amount of people are going to have access to it, so let's really do what we can, right? Which is dope. Very, very, very excited. Very excited. Anything else on this before we move on?
I mean, Hiroki right now, it's like a broke, hungry hooker that's been sitting in that one spot waiting for people to show up and say, hey, can I get a blowjob and how much is it? Right?
Ooh.
Instead, what he's doing is saying, fuck it, I'm gonna go and start asking. I'm just gonna go all over the place and get mine. So I love this for Hiroki. Go get yours, you know? Stop fucking around.
Damn.
Or maybe start fucking around.
So hold on. In other words, Doodle, are you telling me that Hiroki Totoki is like one of those R. Kelly hookers that couldn't get away from the basement? Okay.
Yeah, he's been put in one spot just waiting for people to show up. And the funny thing is that mid-blow, they're like, I don't even want this anymore, and they don't pay for it. These are the canceled games, right? So it's like, yo, go make your money.
Yeah. Goddamn. All right. No, Hiroki Totoki must be like, it must be pissed off. It must be like, damn, that girl is killing me right now, bro. What the hell? What have I done to her? Like, goddamn it.
He hungry, Demo.
Oh,
Hiroki
damn.
gotta eat.
Holy shit. Okay,
You know, when I
Hiroki.
said, does anyone have anything else?
You asked.
I did ask. I did not excuse me. I didn't
Somebody call him Hiroki Blow Toki. Shout out to G Maybe, bro. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying. It makes sense.
Listen. Yeah. That was unexpected, but it always makes sense to me. So that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for that, my love.
They get it.
They get it.
You're welcome.
They get it. All right. Now, the way we do this show is now we're just gonna get into everything else that is going on right now. So let me take this chapter real quick so we can move on and in peace. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So, if you haven't heard, and I'm definitely intrigued to hear what everybody thinks about this, but some big news kind of just broke. And I think there's a lot involved here that is going to involve gaming, but it's bigger than gaming. But I'm gonna bring it up here anyway, and that is the deal has been made. Netflix announces that it has acquired Warner Brothers, including HBO Max and HBO, in a deal valued at $82.7 billion. 82.7. I don't know if you guys know what that number is, so I gotta say it again. $82.7 billion. Franchises such as The Big Bang Theory, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Wizard of Oz, and the entire DC universe are set to join Netflix, which is wild because Netflix had a lot of Marvel shit in there.
Yep.
And Marvel took all their shit, and Netflix is now like, hey, bitch, no worries. We are here. But obviously for us specifically, on top of the fact that they own all this shit and it's such a big deal, Warner Brothers does have video game studios. And although general media places like this are not talking about it, obviously this is going to come with all of their game studios. And Netflix, as Doodle said earlier, and I've talked about, Netflix is getting into gaming, right? They are going ahead and, putting energy into it. It's right on your main dashboard. When you get into Netflix, you click over as games, right? You use your phone with it as your controller. Red Dead Redemption, all that shit is all up there already. Like, they're getting pretty serious about it. And now they're going to have all these games available. And I'm not saying that they're going to somehow make them exclusive to Netflix or whatever, but they'll still do what they do, but they have that power now. And that's pretty crazy,
it
man.
Facilitates the situation. I think the position that they're in when it comes to, movies and making shows, reality TV, cartoons, it's such a big leap from what we've known from Netflix, and they're making quality shows and quality TV. So when you're in that situation and you're getting into gaming, now you're just adding to it. Expect to start paying up. I can only imagine. But yeah, now this facilitates that, the gaming aspect of it, which they're already breaking through. And this is just going to enhance that situation and make it easier for them.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty huge deal. Overall, I think it's going to have a lot of, a kind of ripple effect across, both industries, gaming and movies and TV and all that fun stuff. But ultimately, I think Netflix is the right one.
I do too. It's funny because as soon as I heard, I was like, that's a great match. Like, this just kind of gels together well. I'm actually happy. I was thinking, I'm thinking of possibilities of like, okay, some people, this just kind of all goes together. It's not just for the gaming. It's not just for, the TV aspect of it. It's just for everything. If it went to a place like Amazon where, Prime for them is kind of like a hit or miss, that's kind of inconsistent. I wouldn't feel as good about it. I do feel like Netflix is just going to find the right things to do. We were talking about DC and, the superheroes and how they've kind of like they had a high, they went really low, they had such a high again. And I feel like there are those superheroes that still get movies that still get that attention, but I feel like maybe they can bring that back, right? And not have it kind of, I feel like every time I hear about superhero movie, unless it's Deadpool or something like that, I'm kind of put off by it because it's just, I don't know, they've just lost it for me. And I feel like Netflix can invest in it in a way that it can maybe bring it back in the way that it was. I also think that they can go ahead and make cartoon series of these things as well. And it would be huge for them. gaming, it can be incorporated in there as well. Like there's just so much that they themselves can do with it that I feel like it's just the perfect fit.
I mean, I feel that 100%. I do agree. What do you guys think about this? Because I mean, even Netflix, when they came out and announced it, they said, Netflix announced our acquisition of Warner Brothers together will define the next century of storytelling, creating an extraordinary entertainment offering for audiences everywhere. It's pretty pretty crazy.
Some people are upset about like the movie theaters, as if they're the only people that provide, like they're the only WB are the only ones that provide movies to freaking theaters. They're not. So that's going to be fine, you guys. And who's to say that they're not going to go ahead and put those movies or some of those movies in theaters? But yeah, it is a great way to go ahead and bring people into to subscribe into your ecosystem, right?
And to give
why not?
And 100%, to give you a little more context, just to be clear, when you go to Netflix, they put this little blurb here just to kind of give people peace of mind. Says transaction unites Warner Brothers' iconic franchises and story libraries with Netflix's leading entertainment service, creating an extraordinary offering for consumers. Netflix to maintain Warner Brothers' current operations. Combination will offer more choice and greater value for consumers, create more opportunities for the creative community, and generate shareholder value. An acquisition will strengthen the entertainment industry. Now, let me again, before I kind of get your words on it, guys, I do have to say, as much as people are concerned about Hollywood, right? I think we all know that Hollywood does have like this really like gate kept way of being, right? And that's why you see so many of the same leading stars, right? Like it's really only like these smaller films that are out there, putting these spotlight on these lesser actors, or even some of these like forgotten actors, right? Like actors that can't get leading roles anywhere in regular movies. Where Netflix, I mean, they've literally kind of turned the industry on its head in that way, where they have the biggest stars on Netflix, but they also have tons of movies with like these like forgotten stars, right? Like,
and they also go ahead and they have reality shows, and they take people from the reality shows and make them into stars, right?
For sure.
So it's not just for a certain type of people.
Absolutely, 100%. And so what happens is now you kind of loosen that grip, right? That Hollywood has on them, because Hollywood does not have a grip on Netflix, right? Netflix just does whatever the fuck it wants to do. And that's pretty important, especially now the way the world is, right? So we've heard a lot of crazy shit coming out of that side of business. And what goes on over there and what a lot of these actors are involved in. So this I just see this as good all the way around, right? All the way around. And it should be able to rejuvenate the gaming side of things for WB, I feel. WB have more access to other licenses, other IP that they can make, other Netflix IP. And I think their games will have more reach, especially if they go ahead and start releasing some of those games on Netflix proper, right? But yeah, I mean, Demo, what do you think about this, man? Is the world over because Netflix is
but I think one thing is for sure, and I think that is the Netflix subscription is probably gonna increase in price after this acquisition. So this is another thing that we've seen with every acquisition. They usually like falls back into the consumer and not into these companies. We've seen it with Game Pass as well. We've seen it with PS Plus. We've seen it with every subscription is actually increasing in price. And as a result of these acquisitions, I can see Netflix getting even a little bit more expensive. Maybe a buck or two, I don't know. But 89 million is crazy. That's even more than, 89 billion, more than Activision, right?
82 billion.
82, but that's more than Activision for sure.
Yeah, so, Activision was 70.
So you think about it and the value that Warner Brothers has, and they also got the. I heard that they got the gaming studios as well, right? Can you guys
they
confirm?
got,
Everything.
They got
they
got
got
everything,
everything.
right? The whole
They're
thing.
getting everything.
So think
I
about
think
all the
they're
IP.
pushing away the TV stuff. So I think they're gonna like CNN and all that comes. I think they're gonna push that aside. I believe that's part of WB.
CNN is
So they're going to
so.
spin that off, and then Discovery might also stay independent or a spin off or something like that.
Yeah, I think
They have-
Discovery is getting out of
they're
it.
separate ways. I think HBO they have, and it's funny because we were talking about this, and they can take the Disney route, right? Where when they had Hulu, and then there's a merge subscription or one or the other. Like there's different ways that they can go about this.
Yeah.
Rather than what a lot of people are thinking, that they're just going to grab everything and dump it into Netflix. So we'll see.
But eventually,
Yeah,
I'm
and
hoping
just
that
to be
everything
clear-
comes to Netflix.
Just to be clear, real quick, Demo, is that Discovery Global, I guess it was previously announced that WB, they're separating. So Discovery is going to be Discovery Global, and is going to be a new publicly traded company that's separate from this transaction. So it's once that happens, then they're buying WB.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Or
WB. I guess the name will still be WB Discovery, but the part that's Discovery is going to become Discovery Global separate, and that's going to be completed in Q3 of 2026.
Okay.
Well,
so
assuming there's no regulatory pushback, but go ahead, Demo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because how come is nobody intervening in the situation? Because I mean, let's keep it real. Netflix has a lot of shit already, a lot of IP that they keep exclusive to their the subscription service. So now, like Harky says, like why nobody's saying anything? I mean, not that I care. Honestly, I could care less about TV. And then look, Hollywood, it's about time. It needs to go, like, straight up. All these entitled pink hair bastards and whatever. That, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm tired of that. The what they done with society and the Kardashians and all of that. Like, I'm tired of that, bro. Let's bring back actual people who are famous because they have an amazing talent, and not because they are trendy or because they're whatever. So, I mean, let's keep it real. The movies haven't been good for a while. The movies haven't been good for a while. They've been like extremely boring. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm not even into watching movies anymore. I'm more about video games. But I think ultimately this is gonna be a good thing for Netflix, because at the end of the day, we all have Netflix, but not all of us got like Hulu or HBO and stuff. Like, Netflix is the standard for subscription, and then you get the extra stuff. That's just the way I look at it. And I don't even watch TV. I cancel Hulu, I cancel HBO, Disney Plus. I canceled the two. It was a pain in the neck to cancel that subscription, so I would never touch anything Disney again. And I got it because a weekend I had my little cousins over, and they wanted to watch a movie, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and get it. And then after a couple of months, I wanted to get rid of it, and it was a pain in the neck just to get rid of the subscription. So, I mean, WB, they needed all the help as well, because they weren't doing nothing. Look at the Batman movies; they were lackluster. Like, the last Batman movie was like a snooze fest. It was terrible. I love Batman; it's my favorite superhero, and that movie was so terrible, so boring. Like, literally, like, I don't know if you guys watched it, but that last Batman movie was like the worst Batman movie I've ever watched. It was terrible. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. It was terrible. Like, any of us in here, anybody in the chat could have come out with a better Batman movie. But I digress.
Which one?
The last one.
The Batman?
The last one. The last they do, bro. I can't even remember. It's
Robert
so
Pattinson?
forgettable.
I think that's what he's talking about. The Batman, right? It's
Batman?
Yeah. The one that it was really dark and boring, and all they did was talk, and they never got into a fight. Yeah, that one. Like, because I watch, Batman movies, so because I want to see him fight. You know what I mean? Like, creep up on people, grab them by the neck, tossing them around, doing like crazy tricks with the batarang. That's what you watch Batman movies for, right? I mean, last time I checked, that's what you watched it for. none of that in that movie was sucked. We got other franchises like Mortal Kombat. They need a little bit of a help. When it comes to like the movies and the things that they do, and I think the Netflix had the resources to help them. Right now, when it comes to gaming,
Yeah.
I don't know what Netflix is gonna do with them and what their approach to gaming seems to be. But they look like they want to have some of these games also. But, we just mentioned earlier, Red Dead Redemption making their debut on Netflix as well, and we're gonna see more games, and I believe like the WB games, some of them are gonna make their way to Netflix as well, and they're gonna be available. I don't know, man. I think this is good. I don't really care for it too much, to be honest, but I do care about the side, the part of the Warner Brothers that that the gaming studios. So I mean, let's just hope they do a good job with what they get, and they can nurture and help out this IP come forward and do better. And that's literally my take on it. But this is a big move, a big change as well. And now Netflix has a big chunk of gaming as well, and it's a big player in the picture, like undeniably. So
Yeah.
let's see what they do with this IP. Let's see if they wanna just focus on making movies about it, or they wanna focus on making games. Either way, I'm just hoping for the best, honestly.
Yeah. Why
Hey, I
do
don't-
you sound distant?
Yeah,
The
you sound
Batman
like
was
you
dope.
went far away. You went to go get to Tokyo at the trailer park or something.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad.
I'm like, what the heck
My
is
bad.
going on?
Yeah,
Sorry,
let
I've
me
been
go to the trailer park real quick. Grab a little baggie of crack and with Gomi Joe by Hiroki.
Oh my god. Yeah, sorry. I forgot. I muted myself. I was
Nah,
calling.
you're good, man.
Yeah, I think the chat turned on you. They all saying that they like Batman.
Yeah, it was really good. The Batman was really good.
The last movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
No,
last one.
Nah,
I
bro,
didn't
come
have
on,
a
get out of
problem
here,
with it.
you shot. Nah, man, you guys are bugging, bro. You guys are trolling. Last movie was terrible, bro. There was no action. I
Yeah.
fell asleep twice watching it, bro. I'm sorry, it wasn't fun.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Um,
But Harky, listen, we're seeing this happen. Like Amazon
Yeah.
just got MGM, right?
yeah, that was a
huge,
few
like,
years
just-
back, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like the streaming services are taking over, bro. Like this is just what it is. Amazon wasn't a movie studio, but now they are, right? They have the movies with MGM. Netflix is their own movie studio, but they've been kind of living in their own world, and now they're showing the world like, hey, Hollywood, guess what? We're buying one of your biggest. We're
Yeah.
buying one of your biggest. We run shit now. You're not on camera, right, Hargy? Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, so like there are a lot of potential issues here, right? So I don't know that this is going to be smooth sailing. It is one of the biggest acquisitions in this kind of arena, right? So I'm not sure how the regulators are going to fully take this. So far, by the way, they have pushed back. Even the US in the current environment, they still think this is possibly not going to happen. Okay, so let's just put that out there. So the assumption that this is going to be an easy one, that's probably not. It's probably going to be dragged out like ABK. And there's probably going to have to be some structural or behavioral remedies to allow this to potentially happen. We'll see how this goes. You have to take a look at the fact that Netflix, the streaming service, is very, 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 very large. And you're adding one of the other large ones in HBO Max. And that kind of gives them a lot of power in the market. And so it's going to have to be something interesting as to, what do they do with HBO Max? Is the government going to come in and say, like, you got to keep that for 5 years? Like, you're not going to get rid of HBO Max, right? Or are they going to say, okay, if you do this, then here are the restrictions. You can't increase the price XYZ. What they should not do, and I hope they listen, is not do what you did with ABK and sue and not sit at the table and tell them you can't do certain things. Because we got screwed when ABK was bought and FTC didn't go in and say you will not increase Game Pass price. They could have done that. Then we had to take the Game Pass price increase. Good, bad, or indifferent, they absolutely had the ability to say, oh, you want this? Cool. 5 years, no increase. They'd have said, sure, done, right? We would have won. That could absolutely happen. Demo, you already said it. Expect a Netflix price increase. Unless these regulators come in and do their job and say, no, no, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
5 years, 10 years, you're not going to do that. And they fully have the ability to do that right now. They can negotiate whatever they want because obviously Netflix is willing to dish out $80 billion. They're going to want the deal to close, right? So I hope they do that and do something good for the consumer as long as it doesn't kill the financials, right? And they can work that stuff out. They'll do all the due diligence. That's going to happen anyway. So, look, is it a good thing? Like where Warner Brothers is right now, hell yeah, it's a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like the alternative is that these places go under. Like, what do you want them to do? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They're drowning in debt. But look, as far as is this going to help hopefully make better? Like we can look at games. I'm looking at just the content. Like they are just not putting out anything because they can't invest. And so I would love them to be able to do that. They're trying to get through that annoyance, and still try to make stuff that make movies, the DCEU, and like all that stuff. But I don't know. Like I think it hopefully helps them shore that up, and then they can hopefully do a lot more with the IPs they get. Ultimately, I think in like 5-10 years, we will see a very different world, right? And some of the stuff I think Doodle, you were bringing up the idea of like the movies going into theaters. Look, they're going to have to promise that for a while. That's just the way it is. But ultimately, like, I don't know. I don't see that being the long-term thing that they do all the time. They're going to be selective. They do that with their own stuff right now. They'll be selective and say, well, we'll put this one out, but mostly it's going to be all day and date on our streaming service. Watch it there, right? And I'm sure it'll be like locked in for 5 years or 10 years because the governments will tell them you can't do that. But then eventually somebody's going to come in and say, why are we wasting our time doing this? We can just get more money over here. Why don't we add in an additional subscription option where they have to pay for the movies? Whatever, some stupid ass thing. They're going to do that in the streaming world because it's so much cheaper and they get all the money. They don't need to worry about the theaters. So, I don't know, like, Demo, I'm in your camp as far as the movies. I like blew a fuse or something. And I'm like, meh, I'd rather play something interactive. It's so hard for me to sit there and watch, unless it's sports. Like, that at least is like a live, useful thing, right? So if it's watching a sports game, okay, fine. But like, I don't know if I can spend the time sitting there for like 2.5 hours watching a movie. It's very hard. And like, there are movies that are fantastic. And I just like, I don't like even if I throw in a movie that I like, I'm like, can I just watch like this 10-minute segment? I'm so like ridiculous now, right? And then I'm like back.
The new TikTokers. All right, Harky, you don't have the attention span for TV anymore.
I'm used to like a little YouTube video. Click, done. I'm out. Right. So I don't know. It's just kind of different now, and so we'll see. Hopefully, this helps. I mean, Netflix has been one of the more innovative in this arena. I hope that happens, as far as, bringing, Warner into that market and see if they can expand its capability set. Awesomeness. I'm looking forward to that part of it. As far as the games, this is very interesting, right? Like gaming, like division hasn't been doing overly well. I'm not even sure. What do they have in the pipeline? Because Wonder Woman was the last thing I remember. They have that Batman game. That's them, right? Batman, Lego Batman. Is that them? So
they have the license at the very least is Lego.
Yeah. So if they're doing that looked really cool. That was one of the better trailers in the Summer Game Fest thing, right? I think that was when we saw that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
show too.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. That's coming out next year, I think, right? So that'll be hopefully something useful. But look, I don't know where they are with all that. They've closed a couple of their studios. They could continue that. Or they could do like the Disney licensing thing and say, the heck with it. We're just going to license our stuff to anybody who wants to make a game. Enjoy, go make the game. I hope that means they don't close the studios, but it could happen. Or sell them, right? Just sell the asset and say somebody else can take the studio, but you're not taking our license. We'll license it to you if you want to make games. So that's a potential, right? But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that piece of it. The gaming part of it's going to be very interesting because I don't think they're buying it for the games. I think they're buying it obviously for the movie content, right? So we will see what they do with that. That's just kind of an ancillary thing that they get with it. Netflix is kind of trying to do something with gaming, but I don't think their ambitions are that high yet. They're kind of looking at like, how do we expand the innovative portion of movie content to gaming to movie content, right? That's kind of their play in it, and that's awesome. But I don't know if that works here or not because they are movie type games, right? They're all IPs that are based on movie content, so they could make that better. We can see it, what they do with it. But yeah, it's things to see, how they go with it. But first, they have to actually buy it. So we'll see if that actually happens.
They do.
It's a big deal. So I don't know. We'll see.
The crazy shit is that like you brought it up, right? Like Netflix did not look at this like, oh shit, let's get WB because we want to for the gaming shit, right? Like it's not it, and it's crazy because it feels like movies and like that industry is in so much turmoil too. Right, like movies and TVs, but at the same time, it's not in the subscription world, right? It's only in the other way that it's kind of rough. But like you can even see, like it's crazy that Xbox is being so smart about this and basically saying that the way that we can continue to justify investing as heavily as we are is by going as wide as possible, right? No more. Yep. Stay into this little place. We have to go wide because that's the way we can invest. Where if you look at again, Netflix, they have gaming in this. This is not the big motivation. It's for the TV and streaming, right? They're a streamer. Sony, they've kind of revealed their true colors, right? Let's call it what it is. Everything that they do, everything that they talk about as an entity, which is Sony, has nothing to do with gaming. They are focused on their movie content, their music content, and above all, anime. Anime is like their big, huge thing that they're in a push for. They had their whole event, right? That last event they did, the future of Sony. Nothing about gaming except for one little tiny moment when the dude came out and said, Neil Druckmann said, hey, we're making a game, but let's talk about HBO, the TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's the only time that it was mentioned, right? They didn't have a whole segment on gaming. They didn't do anything like that because Sony is trying to make money. And I'm telling you right now, Sony hit the jackpot with the PlayStation brand. They know that. The world knows that. Everybody who thinks about getting into gaming, for the most part, the vast majority of people, when they think about buying a box, it's going to be a PlayStation. Okay. That's why there's 84 million of those boxes that are out there, whether they're shipped, sold, whatever the case, they're out there, right? Because the brand is powerful, right? But we look at the numbers, we see the numbers, right? Sony is not looking at PlayStation as a place where it's like, okay, hold on, let's invest 100 million because we're going to make 500 million. No, that's not what's happening here. They don't look at PlayStation as a valuable place to invest. They look at it as a place that it's a fucking piggy bank for them. They get those third-party microtransactions. They get all those third-party sales. They're good to go. That's what they're looking for because look, they're not pumping anything up. They're not saying, all right, Xbox is out here crushing it. They're buying all these studios. They're doing all this stuff. No. The only thing we got from PlayStation recently was an announcement that they're partnering with Bad Robot, whatever the hell, the J.J. Abrams studio on their first game that they make internally. So again, an unknown scenario, unknown developer who's never made a game themselves. And that's all PlayStation does. They get in bed with these first timers because they're cheap, right? To get these first timers, they give them some money. They're like, hey, we'll promote it. We'll market it. What happened, baby?
I told you about Hiroki.
You told about Hiroki. That's it. That's what they do. It's just nobody is investing heavy. Look at that fucking Nintendo. Come on, man. That's the biggest slap in the face. They showed you more than anyone that they're not investing heavily in this industry. And this is the only industry they're in. Mm-hmm. They didn't say, let's fucking go big. Let's swing for the fences. Let's push everything forward. No, they said, all right, let's give it a bump and let's keep our budgets around the same, right? Our budgets are going to be around the same.
as they were for the Switch, we're not spending that much more on Switch 2 games. That's it, right? Like that's just where we are. So in all honesty, it's crazy that Xbox gets any of the smoke that it gets because they're the only one saying, listen, we are invested in every other place in the world, but we don't want movies, we don't want TV, we're doing gaming, right? And yes, you got the Fallout and you have these other shows that are happening, but that's not where they're investing, right? They're not buying studios. They're not saying, okay, let's bid, let's get Warner Brothers so that we could get their movie IPs and shit and go make movies now, right? They're going ahead, investing more than ever in gaming, and they're just going wide. They're going wide, and they're going to be everywhere, and that's really what it is. And the fact that Netflix is doing this is great for them. It's great for them. It's great for their business, and ultimately for subscribers. But there is a wrinkle. I did let it kind of sit for a little bit. I wanted to make sure that we covered just the idea of the news and what it meant, but there's a couple of things that have come out. One is this here from Variety. Exclusive, a group of major industry players has sent an urgent open letter to Congress warning of an economic and institutional meltdown in Hollywood if Netflix succeeds in acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery. The letter was sent via email.
Well, that sounds like a good thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to say that?
Yeah, I know exactly. That's the crazy. Like, that's so stupid. Yes, we want the institutional meltdown to take place. Hollywood needs to get destroyed so it can be rebuilt because it's built off of the bones of disgusting shit. Now we could just get in it for what it should have been since the beginning, right? The letter was sent via email to members of Congress from both parties on Thursday from an anonymous collective identifying themselves only as concerned feature film producers. Jesus Christ. But that's not all. If we come over here, another thing that just happened. Paramount is now reportedly looking to launch a hostile bid for Warner Brothers. They feel their $30 a share all cash offer is higher than what Netflix offered in terms of cash.
It's not just feel they're true. It is higher. It is higher.
Yeah, they're offering $27. If Paramount offered 30, it is. So, but the thing is that when you look at Paramount, you look at Netflix, it's like one is buying you and you feel like you have a future.
Yeah.
The other is buying you and you feel like it's an act of desperation. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the problem with this, right? Is ultimately the shareholders don't give a crap. Right. So the shareholders are the ones who are going to say yes or no to this. And unfortunately, because it is a hostile takeover bid, it has to go to shareholders. So the board has to bring it to the shareholders and ask for votes. And if they say yes, it could happen, right? Because ultimately shareholders are going to have to get money out of this one way or the other, right? Because they're going to lose their shares. So if you're going to give them $3 more, they may be happier with $3 more.
Yeah, but remember, Netflix is giving them stock. All the people in all the WB shareholders that are current are going to get that $27 per stock, but they're also getting some other stock shit as well. So
Netflix stock, exactly. They're going to get
Netflix stock. So they're getting the dollars per share, that they're being bought out with, but they're also getting stock, and that Netflix stock is going to keep going up and up and up and up. Paramount,
that's exactly what I brought up today.
Not so much. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so we will see what happens, right? So, but it is interesting that they're doing that. Because I thought they already went through all these negotiations and they finally made a decision and said this is the way we're going to go. But
it looks like that's
panic mode. Everybody's like, wait, hold up.
So basically Paramount's like, hold the fuck on. We offered you 30. Why didn't you take our bid?
Yeah.
Right. So now they're trying to make it public. That's what it is. Now Paramount's trying to make it public. Like, hey, we offered them 30. How did they choose Netflix?
Because they're looking long term.
Yeah, they're looking longer term.
They're looking long term. That's it.
And the shareholders are looking long term as well because the shareholders are going to get that stock. And if you're going to get Netflix stock now,
that's
before
we don't know yet. We don't know yet, right? Until the shareholders actually vote, which won't happen for a while. That's probably like 6
No, they already voted. They already voted for Netflix. Netflix is already done.
I don't think
Yeah,
they.
I already looked at Netflix's. I was reading Netflix while you guys were talking. They already hold on.
Because they would have had to have a public disclosure. Then they have to have a board vote to say, let's bring it to the shareholders. And then the shareholders would have to vote. I don't know that would have happened already.
Hold on. I definitely read it.
So unless maybe these were always all happening at the same time and the shareholders ended up picking one over the other, that's a possibility.
I thought that's how it would have gone down.
Because it would be a board, right? The board of directors or whatever, they can make a choice.
Here we go. Ready? The transaction was unanimously approved by the boards of directors of both Netflix and WB.
Exactly, the board, not the shareholders. So that's not the same thing.
Oh, okay. So that's separate, is what you're saying.
So the board of directors would make a choice, and then they would have to go to the shareholders and say, "This is why we think our decision was good."
Conclusion was.
Please, please vote in.
And I do see it here as well. I do see it here. Okay, I saw that first part, and I didn't see the second. So it says it is subject to required regulatory approval of WBD shareholders, and other customary closing conditions.
Wow.
It's going to take. They expect it to take 12 to 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is unfortunately the $30 share thing now has to go to the shareholders because it's a hostile bid.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Also has to go to shareholders.
Look at how the nails are coming out already. Who was that first letter from? The ponies?
I think it was on the ponies. For sure. For sure. No, I think. Excuse me. I think the thing that you just said. Yes, they're going to have to vote, and yes, the shareholders are going to do it. I think the board is the one who looked at it. Was like, nah, Netflix is the better deal, and they're going to have to get the shareholders on board for that. But at the end of the day, like me as a person who doesn't really have skin in the game, but I do have a skin in the game with Netflix. We do love Netflix, right? And I think if I was like alone, I'm on the same boat with you guys, right? Like you'll never, ever, ever catch me ever sitting on the couch to watch a movie by myself. Like, no, I do not do that. Like if I'm doing something alone, I'm playing a game 100% every single time. But in a household, you have the wife, the kids, TV is a place that we can all kind of chill and have fun, enjoy and chill, right? So Netflix is we have all the other ones, but Netflix by far is the biggest one. The first one, right? The first one. Yeah, they're always giving us some new shit. They're basically the Game Pass of TV, right? They always have new dope shit. It's always funny. It's always
Netflix
fun.
Was supposed to be the progenitor for Game Pass. Right? The Game Pass is the Netflix of gaming.
Exactly. Exactly. Netflix is the Game Pass of streamers. And it's Christmas time. We love Christmas. And dude, we have a brand new Christmas movie to watch every single day if we wanted to. Yeah. Like they're reaching far into the back. They got future. They making new ones. They're taking old ones. They're taking old movies. They're taking other streamers' movies. They don't give a shit. They're putting all Christmas shit in Netflix right now. And we just have limitless amounts. Like for us, anything that goes into Netflix is great. And if they can get, Warner Brothers shit, then I don't have to have HBO Max. That'll be nice. What I'm saying? Exactly. It's like Game Pass's deal with Fortnite, right? I don't have to play for Fortnite crew anymore, right? Beautiful. Let's keep that ball rolling, right? I saw somebody, and I forget who it was. I apologize if you hear this and it's you can say I was the one who said that. But I saw somebody say about consolidation. Right, consolidation, that a lot of these movies are like these places are already consolidated, and now it's like further consolidation. And it's like, I think at the end of the day, like I don't think consolidation is a bad thing when it comes to these types of things, because there's so many independent like movie companies and so many independent filmmakers who go out there and they're putting out their films that it's almost it kind of creates more space, I think, where, you know, if you don't have these individual places taking up so much breathing room and they kind of merge into these bigger blobs, you do have bigger gaps in between them to kind of fill those spaces and do something more unique and out there that, you know, these bigger places won't necessarily do because they're so big. And, you know, again, as long as this shit, you know, brings better content, like part of their whole speech is like, is going to enable better content for the content creators, right? It's going to give more directors more options, you know, the actors more I mean, that's the biggest thing, bro. Like, actors have found new lives on Netflix.
Yeah.
That they would not have had in a mainstream movie because nobody is paying them to be in these movies, but Netflix is fucking paying them. You know, it's crazy, but you see some of these older actors that were good actors. They just are not popping anymore, so they don't get to be in these new films, and they're in Netflix movies, and they're good, and we have a great time. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Paramount would be the one, though. Like, I feel like Paramount,
I feel like they're hanging on for dear life.
Yeah,
I feel like adding more baggage to that, because we've spoken about what WB needs, right? And we know that there's a messy situation there, and you need to come in with a lot of resources, teams, and just like ready to freaking get shit on lock, right? Clean out the house. Like, you have to go ahead and be able to throw money into the situation, aside from just the purchase, and maintain it and see what direction you're going to take with it. I don't see Paramount being able to take that type of charge in a way that it's going to do justice to the IP that WB has.
Agreed, 100%. Real quick before we discuss further, because I do have another kind of angle that I want to discuss quickly. But we got Mac22TH 540. That's what I super chat. I appreciate you. Salute to you, sir. Thank you for being here, my brother. And then we got Mad Leprechaun back.
Let's go
in the building with another
$10
super chat. Appreciate you, my dude. Says, at this point, Xbox is staring at the ponies the same way Kevin McAllister stares at the wet bandits while asking, "You guys give up, or are you thirsty for more?" Yo, you ain't lying. We actually just watched Home Alone the other day. So perfect timing for that. But yeah, you're 100% right. And talking about Xbox again, is this the perfect time for Xbox to start the new year? Like, oh, by the way, we're making a big acquisition. The smoke screen of Netflix and WB happening there. They're just like, hey, don't worry about us.
Look the other way. Look
video
the other way.
games.
You mean like the Bungie acquisition while Xbox was spending like $70 billion? They're like, oh, he's spending 3.5.
Facts. What do we think? Do we think that's a possibility? Because I feel like, you know, number one, I feel like there's a few small ones that they should scoop up right away because of certain situations that are going on. I feel like Eidos, you scoop them up. We found out they're working on Grounded, they're working on the other game, and you know, shit is going south for them. So fucking take them while they're weak, right? Get them. Crystal Dynamics, they're down bad. They're working on Tomb Raider, scoop them up, right? You can get these small acquisitions in and then do a big one, but not that big, right? So now if they spend 30 bill or 40, it's gonna look like pocket change next to Netflix, you know, spending 82 bill, right? And if Paramount does, there's even more money that they'll be spending to get the deal. So I mean, is it possible? Do you think 2026 is acquisition season back in effect for Xbox?
I mean, it's the perfect opportunity to go rob a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time for them to kind of be on scene when the situation is happening. All eyes on this situation with Netflix. The fact that they're already writing letters and bringing out the torches is crazy. So yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for a bit. I feel like it's overdue. I know Hargi has been like biting his nails over it. Like, when are we gonna hear about this? And so have you, see. So I feel like by now we would have heard something, and I feel like maybe there are some things that we don't know about that we'll find out about later. But yeah, I mean, take the opportunity while everyone is looking the other way, and there's a different target in town. Maybe Netflix is the one that's dead for a bit.
I mean, yeah, possibly. I'm just saying, what do people care about more? Is the government going to care more about video games, or are they going to care about their precious Hollywood and their
Being
movies
taken
and their
down?
TVs? You know what I'm saying? I think I don't know. What do you guys think? Devin, what do you think? You think it's happening? You think this is going to be the time?
The time for what?
Sega.
What happened? You meant to say the time for what?
Huh?
You say the time for what?
The
Repeat
time
the
for
question.
acquisitions. He's going to be back.
For acquisitions. Oh shit. I don't know, man. But I don't think that, you know, I mean, let's say this. You go to a street club and you know what I'm saying? You really rich and shit. And you throwing a lot of money and you out with the homies. They're going to try to throw money too. You know, they're going to be like, hey, we got it like that too. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel like monkey see, monkey do definitely happened. Definitely. And look, we see Paramount also thinking about even like what Paramount acquiring anybody. Like we never thought that they could even think about it, right? And they even looking
Yeah, I
into
thought they were
acquiring
closing.
and competing. Yeah, exactly. And competing with Netflix. And look, they better get on that real quick. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it doesn't look like they're gonna get it unless, because at the end of the day, doesn't it work this way? Like you sell the company to whoever you want to sell it, even if somebody else has a bit higher bid.
Not with stock. Not with if you have shareholders, because they have to agree on it. So technically, they can choose lower. They could vote and choose the lower bid,
because it would probably be more beneficial in the long run. They could.
Yeah, like that. That's going to be the real question that they're going to face. Like, are they going to be thinking about, you know what? I just want the biggest bid right now, and I'm out. Or do I want to take a slightly smaller bid, but I have long-term, growth potential, and that's gonna, be what they're gonna have to decide when they're voting, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends. Now, I will say Michelle has a great idea. She says Xbox will just buy Netflix after they take all the arrows for WB. I mean, that's a possibility. They're not in movies or TV, so maybe they'll just stay out. And Paramount, didn't they get bought by like the Saudi fund or something like that? Or
no,
because I know they were
Skydance, wasn't it?
Oh, Skydance. Yeah. But Skydance, Skydance has money like that? I don't think they have money like that, bro.
Did the deal with PlayStation fall? It didn't.
Yeah, that fell through. Sony couldn't buy Paramount.
What?
Like they were just for sale, and now they're about to go buy WB. Like, what the fuck is happening here? That's crazy. Yeah, Skydance. Zach Riley, who said he was first, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Only
did you not see?
Hours in, he's
For
first.
sure.
Got it. What do you think, Hargy?
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. I think that definitely it's happening. If we see Paramount trying to do it, like what do you think Microsoft? What do you think Sony? What do you think all these other big companies are gonna do?
Well, I just figure Microsoft might look at this as an opportunity to buy gaming shit while the world is focused on TVs and movies, right? Yeah. The world is gonna be pissed if they don't get their movies and TV, right? It's only the gamers who care about gaming, right? I mean, there's a lot of us, but they still look at TVs and movies as the gold standard, right? They got the Oscars and the Emmys, and
they're not ready yet, Bobby. They're not ready yet. Gaming is taking over for sure. So yeah, I mean, Xbox could definitely like take advantage of the situation and see, like, you know what, like you guys can go ahead and buy this, and can I develop these games for you? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Can I do something with the games? There's a possibility, but I mean, I don't see Microsoft doing another big acquisition like they did with ABK anytime soon. Like I know Hargy is thinking that they might get Rockstar and stuff, Rockstar, but 2K, I don't know. I'm not sure about if they will go ahead and invest so big right now, because at the end of the day, who's gonna invest that type of money with them? They're the only ones actually doing this. There ain't nobody else trying to invest money in gaming like that. Be money. Like even Google had to go, and they were like, hey,
well,
we don't want to play
EA
this
just
game.
got bought, right? So that's big investment, right? That just happened. Ubisoft, I don't know if they're doing anything too. Wasn't there some change over there? as far as the percentages that were invested by Tencent or something like that. I don't know. Something's going on with that. So look, I don't know if they want to take on Take-Two. I've always said the obvious one to me is Valve, and look, Valve just keeps kind of growing and growing and growing, and at some point it's going to be unattainable. So if they want to do anything there, they should do it sooner than later. Yes, Valve is not going to be anywhere near as big as Microsoft. Fantastic, that's great, but it's always better to get something at a lower cost, higher cost, and they just keep growing. They keep making themselves bigger and bigger, and if this is something they want to actually do, I think they should pull the trigger and get that one. It's probably a better, a better chance now because first, you're right, the freaking FTC is going to be very much locked into this with the Warner Brothers and Netflix, and that might let this kind of slide. All right, so let it kind of go. I don't know what the cost is going to be at this point, to be honest, because I think they just have been growing so much, and they keep making so much money. It's tough to say that that's not going to be a large acquisition as well. So, my preference, of course, is Sega, but I don't think that's happening. So, so the other big one, of course, as we know, it's one of those big black hole games because it just keeps printing money, right? So you either get yourself a Fortnite or you get yourself a Take-Two, and you have like this money printing machine. I don't know if one of those is in the cards right now, but we'll see. My assumption really is that like they are still going to look at AI because that just seems to be where all the energy is right now. And they will look at something in that arena before they look into gaming again, because they're like, you're good, just keep making money. We're not going to talk to you right now. Let's go talk to the other part of the business, which is really where they're focusing. And you hear it in all the like financial stuff, right? Is we want more money from here because we want the AI stuff, right? It's what you keep hearing everywhere from the from Microsoft and rest of industry, to be fair. Like everything seems to be going in that direction. I would not be more, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something in that arena that they do an acquisition there. It might be a big one, I don't know, but something in that area is probably more likely. But it is a good time to just put something under the radar and go get something. So I would like that, but I don't think it's likely. I still think it's going to be more AI than it's going to be gaming, though it would help them to have more stuff, especially like a guaranteed amount of Japanese content, which they currently kind of, don't have first party, right? So it'd be good to get that and say, hey, we have something, Japanese that's going to consistently keep coming into the Game Pass model, so you're going to keep getting games. That would be awesome. So, but that's up to them to figure out. But unfortunately, I think AI is going to just take up all the oxygen. It's just the way it is.
I'm convinced that Hargi just want to piss off Japan hates Xbox by having Xbox acquiring a Japanese studio. That boy's gonna lose his life, Hargi. You better stop. You better stop asking. You better stop.
I mean, I don't care.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, that's it's pretty wild. But yeah, I mean, look, this is interesting. It's not 100%. Gaming, there is gaming involved, it's gaming adjacent, but it's just obviously something that we we all take part in. We do watch this stuff.
But I mean,
Prime is asking why
the question if Xbox was going to show up and kind of go ahead and jump in and buy them or scoop something up, and this is how it's playing out. So
agreed.
Yeah, Cullen's complaining about seeing this vertically. Cullen, you need to like go to the other stream. There's two streams. There's one that's the normal view, and there's one that's the mobile view. So if you want to see the other way, you have to like pick the other stream.
Yeah, it is split now. So if you want, definitely go sit to the other side so that you can see the full, the normal way. So yeah, anything else? Anything else about the acquisition that's taking place, or Xbox possibly acquiring something before we move on?
Good luck to both of them. Let's see it all happen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Good luck.
All right. All right.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers for. See?
Oh my God, no, we're good. We're good. Unless you listen. I always want one of your answers. Whatever you got, I'm down for it.
Just saying, if everybody's slapping ass,
If everyone is slapping ass, slap ass some more. I guess I get that. All right. All right. So let me get here and take my chapter. All right. There we go. Done. Okay. Now, saw this. Thought this was something that was peculiar. I didn't know about this. We just heard that Eidos Montreal is having hard times. They had to lay off more people, all this other stuff. Well, Insider Gaming is reporting that Eidos Montreal worked on Kojima's OD before being asked to move to Japan. So let's read the story, see what he has to say. So obviously we know OD is Hideo Kojima's Xbox game that he's been working on. But supposedly Eidos been helping with that. We'll see. Insider Gaming has learned that Eidos Montreal worked with Kojima Productions on the developer's new game OD for around a year before some of its developers were asked to move to Japan. According to sources who added further context to our past report on the current layoff situation at Eidos Montreal, OD, which was previously known as Overdose, had been in development there for around a year in 2023. The game was internally known as P21, but development of the project at Eidos Montreal ceased after a request from Kojima Productions to have the developers move to Japan and cut ties with Eidos Montreal, said the people. Oh, shit. So they took them.
Wow.
It wasn't like a, hey, Eidos, can you have your guys come? They were like, no. You guys working on my game. How about we hire you? Fuck Eidos. That's real wild. At the time of the request, around 20 developers were working on the project. Kojima's Overdose title suffered a monumental leak in November 2022 when gameplay footage obtained from the back end of YouTube by a leaker known as The Snitch surfaced online. The 2 minutes of gameplay revealed that the game featured Death Stranding's mama, Margaret Qualley, in a blue dress and officially leaked the working name of the game as Overdose. In 2023, at the Game Awards, Kojima officially announced that with Jordan Peele that the game would be called OD, saying that people would either love it or hate it.
okay.
In September 2025, a new teaser for the game titled Knock was released. The game has seen several setbacks since its announcements, with filming for the game being delayed until 2026 due to the 2024-2025 SAG-AFTRA video game strike. On November 23rd, 2025, Ubo Kier, who was set to star in the game, died at the age of 81. Kojima said in a statement on X, "I'm at a loss for words. It all happened far too suddenly. Because of the strike, we weren't able to shoot OD for a long time, and we were forced to reschedule to next year. Even during that time, Udo and I exchanged emails frequently. We stayed in close contact. When we met in Milan at the end of September, he told me how much he was looking forward to the shoot starting up again next year. He was full of energy then too, making me laugh with his usual Udoisms. I still can't believe this. Udo wasn't just an actor. He was truly an icon of this time. We've lost a great icon. There would never be another like him. Udo, rest in peace. I will never forget you." It's currently unknown when the game will officially be released, but it will be published by Xbox Game Studios, and that's where we are. So, yeah, Eidos was working on this game. So I guess what Kojima was like at first thinking that they would just publish the game or not publish it, like just have Eidos make the game for them and then give it to Xbox. Like, yeah, we made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know how.
Voila.
I don't know how that.
She was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like it or hate it.
Yeah, like what
we
the?
don't know what's happening.
Like, what the fuck? It was like, holy shit! Like, how is that a thing? But yeah, supposedly that's what went down, and Kojima took the 20 people from, or I mean, maybe not 20, but took the people who were working on that game and just bounced and said, "Fuck it, you work for me now."
Sounds so fucking weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Some kidnapping shit took place.
Like, what? Kojima's not like some big publisher, so they just had Eidos like working on the game for them. maybe like to get it started or some shit while they were finishing up, Death Stranding or whatever the fuck they were working on. That sounds pretty asinine. But this even further cements the idea that Xbox should just scoop these dudes up. You know what I'm saying? Just get Eidos in the camp. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, these are not big, huge news bits, right? We're just kind of going through and see what's out there. But any questions on what the fuck was going on that Kojima just had Eidos working on OD for a year and then said, "Fuck you, Eidos. I'm taking these people and we're done."
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm sorry.
It's so random.
I don't even know what to say about that. So weird. I never expected this to happen. And yeah, but it looks like Kojima loves to make this type of games. Games that people would either hate or love. And I mean that's fine because at the end of the day, we need the variety, right?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not even excited for this game. Let's keep it real. Because it's a horror. It's a horror game, and I'm not into horror games. So I mean, I know it's probably gonna be looking cool. I know it's probably gonna have some innovative stuff in there, but it might not be for me. If it drops on Game Pass, because I think it will, I'll probably test it out, see how it looks, and move on. But I think this is crazy how things turn out. And now Kojima is sort of like in charge of these people that they literally work for Kojima. That's what happened. That's what you're telling me.
They went to Japan. They left Eidos to go work for Kojima.
I mean, that goes to show the situation at Ubisoft is not the best. They figured that with Kojima their jobs were going to be more secure. Otherwise, they would have left into another country on top of that, which it goes to show that. Yeah. I mean, I heard everything is better over there, but whatever. I'll have to check it out myself. It's nice.
One day.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's nice. It's nice as hell. So, mixed emotions. I don't really know what to think about this. OD. I'm looking forward to it to see what the hell it is, but not really like my type of game. Let's see what Kojima does with it though, and hopefully these people are happy with him. Definitely they are. They were able to leave it because Kojima was like, you know what I mean, catching checks basically for them. So let's see what happens with the game. I don't think this is like anything bad. I think that it might actually benefit the game. Just the fact that they went ahead and just working in a better environment that would just improve their chances of making a good product. Let's see what they had to say. Maybe Harky can expand in this since he probably knows a little bit more about Kojima than I do. All I know about Kojima is Metal Gear. That's it. That's literally the only game that I actually like from him. But go for it.
What do you think, Harky?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of interesting that he there must have been some structural issue with Eidos and or Embracer causing some headaches, right? So and he's like, well, I don't want to go through that crap. I just want to have people do the work. And it's not unheard of to have helper studios helping. Like they were helping with Grounded and this is the one that's working on Fable, right? I think this is the team working on Fable. It was Crystal Dynamics was working on Perfect Dark. But yeah, so it's not unheard of that they have just some extra hands, as it were, right? Just hired extra hands from whatever studio to help out. That happens all the time. It's fair. And Embracer needs all the help they can get, right? 'Cause they're kind of in financial, not so good a shape, I guess, right? So they decided to buy a whole bunch of things, and it's like, well, yeah, you have to kind of also release a whole bunch of things. But anyway, yeah, so having them move over, I'm not sure how that works contractually. I'm sure there's some oddities there, right? But usually when you have people working with you, you can't just have them quit and move over to you without some sort of penalty. So maybe he didn't care, and he's like, here's your stupid penalty, and move on. But either way, whatever, I get it.
That's what sounds so crazy. Like you don't just
it's just kind of odd.
Are they meant to go there for a certain amount of time and then come back? They sound like they're just done and they kind of just quit and left, or do they kind of looked at this as an opportunity to not have to fire them and kind of like, okay, just, you know, be on your merry way? Like, it sounds a little off. It sounds like kidnapping.
And the other thing is, isn't Kojima kind of old? Like, how much longer is he going to keep doing this? And if you're banking on just him, is that like a good idea? I don't know. I think that would be something I would look at if I'm deciding to move to another country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 62. It's like, I don't know. I mean, look, there's plenty of development happening in the gaming world in Japan, obviously, right? So that's not the end of the world. I'm sure they can find other jobs. It's only like, you know, probably 10, 15 people who took this. But, you know, if you're going over there for him, you also have to take into account how long is he going to be doing this and how long is your job secure? Because like any studio, like, you know, there's usually the creative guy that makes it happen, right? And if they're gone, like in any endeavor, you know, the person who makes it is probably the one that has the most chance of success keeping it around and continuing to innovate.
Didn't he say he's never going to stop?
So, but
I think he
may not want to, but his body will.
He said
his
that he's
body
going to
will.
be dying. He's going to be laying on the bed like this, and they're going to make special keyboards for up here and down here. And it doesn't matter. He's going to keep making games. This is what I heard.
Yeah, I mean,
this is what
God willing, he lives for a very long time. But
we want to hear from a guy that says you're either going to love or hate the game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. I mean,
but
God
that's
willing, he lives for a long time. But you know, we don't know any time. I mean, like it's very possible he's gonna, like, his body just says bye, I'm done. You know, you just never know. And so, you know, it's cool that he wants to do that, but you have to kind of think about those things, unfortunately, when you get to a certain level.
Or he can live to be 120. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
don't know.
Yes, lightning could strike you 400,000 times. That could happen. It absolutely could happen. But the chances of him living to 120, that's 1 in 10 billion. Good luck.
I don't know. The age keeps as time goes forward, Hergy, the age keeps growing of when we're gonna die. I'm planning 100. What did I say? One was it?
135.
135.
Uh-huh.
That's my goal.
Enjoy that.
I want all my kids have to be over 100 when I go. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, that's the plan. So tech will get me there. You know what I'm saying? They can implant it, whatever they gotta do. I don't care. We'll make it happen. AI, baby.
I mean, tech could come around to do things like that, right? But without any technology or any alarmingly, you know, cool thing like that. Yeah, no. But whatever.
All right. Baby, anything else on this? Or
Brothers Grimm, shout out to Brothers Grimm. He says that Kojima would be more happy making movies. I agree with that. I feel like he has this desire to, you know, in the filmmaking industry, like that.
I just don't think the film world will accept him.
No, I don't.
Like, take your crazy ass out of here. Nobody want to watch your fucking 48-minute fucking soliloquy.
Oh my
Fuck out of here.
Oh man, that's funny.
He do be making some crazy shit.
There are people that want to, like, what does this mean? I want to understand. And it's like, I feel like Kojima is a whole different type of crazy.
I agree with that. All right, let's move on. This was, let me get my chapter real quick, actually. All right. So I saw this and I didn't even know this, but so Ubisoft got involved in the Xbox Activision deal 2 years ago, and now it's finally bearing fruit. If you guys remember, Ubisoft is part of the deal because they got the cloud streaming rights for Activision games, right? And you know, up until that time, we really haven't seen a difference. Well, now
it's time. So back in the middle of 2023, Microsoft was still in a difficult position in regards to acquiring Activision Blizzard. The UK Competition and Markets Authority had made it clear that changes needed to be made before they'd approve the deal going through. One of those changes ended up being a surprise agreement with Ubisoft. As part of the agreement, Ubisoft ended up buying the cloud streaming rights to Activision Blizzard console and PC titles for the next 15 years, allowing them to become available via the Ubisoft Plus subscription service. This kind of went quiet for another 2.5 years, and now the first 4 Activision games are finally available on Ubisoft Plus Premium. It says the first Activision games are now available to stream on Ubisoft Plus Premium, with more from Activision and Blizzard coming soon. These additions to Ubisoft's subscription platform are a result of the August 2023 announcement of Ubisoft's acquisition of the rights to stream Activision and Blizzard games. The first cloud integration is with NVIDIA GeForce Now, and these games will become available via Ubisoft Plus Premium through more cloud providers in the future. The first 4 games are as follows: Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and Spiral Reignited Trilogy. Back in September of 2023, Ubisoft CEO explained that the company bought the rights because it felt cloud streaming would be a massive part of gaming going forward. And a press release yesterday highlighted how it can further strengthen the Ubisoft Plus content offering, as well as license streaming access of this amazing catalog to cloud gaming companies, service providers, and console makers. Interesting. Console makers. It ended up working out amazingly well for Microsoft. Of course, this specific deal with Ubisoft was highlighted by the UK CMA as a key reason why the Activision Blizzard takeover was approved and everything was done and dusted by October of that year. If this had happened, who knows what might have come of it. Okay, so that's interesting when you think about the cloud gaming company. I'm sorry, licensing it to console makers as well. Because that is a way that they can put, some of these games that maybe are not, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is not on the Switch, right? But if they worked out some cloud streaming deal with Nintendo to put Ubisoft Plus on there and they did like a streaming service, they can do that. Same thing with PlayStation. But it's crazy that it took 2.5 years to do that. I wonder what was the holdup? What was stopping this from happening? But I mean, this is definitely good, right? This is just more exposure of these games, and now Ubisoft is going to be cranking and making more bank, right? They need to get stronger. They're down bad, right? We know Ubisoft is kind of fucked in a lot of ways. So maybe this is the time, this is the boost they need to keep going. I see Brothers Grimm said Ubisoft on Luna blows away Xbox Cloud Gaming. Oh shit. I mean, I haven't used Luna in like 55,000 years, so I don't know how it looks or runs, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's pretty cool. Yes, that is happening. Anything you think this is the Ubisoft's big break? Their chance to get back in the limelight, get some good eyes on them, some more money. Get some cloud subscription up. Call of Duty, I mean, they're having Call of Duty is not insignificant, right?
Yeah. I mean,
having Call of Duty is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not making moves, you know what I mean? Like at least they're doing something to try to get some type of attention. Oh, my mic. Yeah, so at least they're doing something to have some type of attention.
I mean, it's 4 games. You got your Spiral, your Crash Bandicoot, right? So you get your kids, and then you got your Call of Duties, right?
That's 3.
Well, it's 2 Call of Duties.
2 Call of Duties. Okay.
Yeah, 2 Call of Duties. So
yeah, nice variety. It's not just for kids. I mean, I'm sure anybody can hop into any of these games.
Yeah, but I mean, meaning that they got their demographics squared away. They have things that kids could be into, that adults can be into, and they're putting it out there as their first kind of foray, their first 4 games. And then at the end of it, they're just going to keep adding to it. Why do you think 2.5 years, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why so long? Why not just start, right away?
I mean, it's probably just some tech issues, right? To try to get all this in place like that, to work with somebody to get it done. It looks like they use GeForce Now as the partner, and then they just have to figure out how to make the entitlements work. And, you know, I'm not sure that Ubisoft Plus is available through GeForce Now today, is it?
I believe it is.
Okay, so that makes that part a little easier. So it's
Yeah,
just really
like if you
just
pick a
get it.
game that's on Ubisoft Plus, you can play it through there.
Okay.
So like Assassin's Creed Shadows, I go on there and I can play Assassin's Creed Shadows through my Ubisoft Plus subscription.
Yeah, so and that's really it. It's just making sure the entitlement works, right? So I don't know, and then you know, legalese and all that crap that happens, you know, whatever. And so, you know, how do they make money off of it? I don't, you know, all that stuff has to work out. So I'm not sure. So we'll see. So in GeForce Now's case, I think it's really just content is always on your end, and then they just give you the hardware, right? So it's all, you know, you pay for the monthly access to the GeForce Now cloud, but you bring your own content, right? So, so hopefully that part's easy enough. But yeah, they just have to work out the model and then see how it's financially viable for them, because I'm sure there's still some payment back to Microsoft. There's got to be something, right? So, but whatever, we'll see.
Well, they said they licensed it, right? So they're
Yeah.
licensing it from them, which means they get money from it, right?
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, it's actually they have the acquisition of the rights. So I don't know if that's a license or if that's just they, you know, made a payment or whatever the deal is, but something
Or like a
happened there.
flat fee.
Yeah, they might have just bought it, right? They just paid a certain amount and that was it.
That's also possible.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, listen, to see what comes from it. Again, you can't blame them for trying and going ahead and making deals here or there.
Yeah.
And see how they can boost up somehow or get some type of traction. So, and I mean, good for Xbox making these deals too.
Well, it was smart for them
Yeah.
to like, this is like this is actually it's crazy because I remember when it was happening and it seems so weird, but at the end of the day, all this does is further expand Xbox's reach with its games.
Well, when you think about like you remember how Netflix used to have these deals to go ahead and have like Friends on their subscription service or SpongeBob, and then it was for a certain amount of time, and then they go ahead and pull it if they don't pay up or if they don't agree to the new charges or whatever. So this is kind of like a way of them being those people too, and the fact that they're doing it with gaming. I mean, I remember Sarah talking about how, you know, they can have something like Netflix, and it's like, look at how they're taking the steps. This is a step towards that, if you think about it. You know, something that Netflix had to do, they are able now to go ahead and say, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. You're going to have a contract for this long with these games, and you give us this much, or this is our revenue. However, whatever, you know, the deal was, they're still making profit off of something that they weren't making profit off of before. And
100%.
this doesn't limit them to just to Ubisoft, right? This can go with anybody else. We talked about PlayStation Plus, right? Like, why not? Why not make a deal with them where some games are gonna, some older games,
well, that, I mean, that already happens.
there,
That already
but,
happens
I mean,
on PlayStation
more
Plus.
of a consistent situation, right? So
I think you're right. I think the biggest thing with Ubisoft is that it's through the cloud, so they don't have to worry about, you know, how people can access the game. You got the streaming,
easy access.
Yeah, so you know, you have people who are subscribed to Ubisoft Plus who are not subscribed to Game Pass, right? Who are not subscribed to a different service, and now you're going to have those people now have that reach because those people can play Call of Duty and buy skins or whatever the hell they want in that store, right? Like this is just bigger reach, and it's an entirely different lane that doesn't affect what they have going on. It just grows it, right? It just spreads it out further, and there's nothing but an uptake for it, right? It's only positive. There's no negative from Ubisoft taking these Activision titles and spreading them further on their own service.
I don't see the problem with that.
For sure. What about you guys?
If anything, it might make people curious that may not have Game Pass or that haven't played the or Call of Duties to see what that has to offer, right? Sometimes you pick and choose, and if you were sign up with Ubisoft, you may not have Game Pass, right? So this can spark up curiosity or a desire to look into the newer games.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think this is like, bad or nothing. I think this is good for Ubisoft and good for Xbox as well. Like you said, Simone, I think this is going to expand the reach of the Xbox games to like, more people. And like you said, somebody might be curious. It might be like, you know what, let me just go ahead and buy a skin. Let's buy DLC. Let's buy maybe an accessory, a t-shirt that says whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the money still goes to to Microsoft, and Ubisoft get a cut as well. So I think that's good, man. I mean, I like collaborations like this because I feel like when you put like I like how Xbox collaborates with EA and they collaborate with Ubisoft too, and they do work together, and like they were like I like that because I feel like it brings variety and it brings like new flavors into the into the picture. And I think that is ultimately good for us. Now, Ubisoft is gonna have to try extremely hard, to come around because I love Ubisoft. I'm a huge Ubisoft fan. I love all the Assassin's Creeds, even the bad ones. I like the Far Cry's. It's one of my favorite franchises. I love the Far Cry's. Like I really like the games that they worked on in the past as well, and it's just like a shame to see them decline this way. And I do believe they still have some talent in there. All they had to do is like do what they're supposed to, man. Just like lay your head down and work hard, and you know what I'm saying, and just try to come up with like the best that you can without bringing cultural issues and society issues into the games and all of that. Try to respect other people called culture. They have a lot to work, a lot of work to do, and I think there's a lot that the Ubisoft can learn from this. And I do believe that there's still hope for them. They just like they just had to like lock in, man, and put in work, bring out some games, maybe like lower the budgets of some of the games, focus more on what it is, the gameplay and the presentation of the games, right? Than all the stupid shit that they do. So I believe that they do have IP, enough IP to to come back around. Like Assassin's Creed, despite of how you feel, guys, it's a huge IP. Like it's huge. Like even if not selling like it used to, it's still selling better than most games, for the most part. So that's only one. They have many, right? And they can come up with like maybe a live service game that is gonna bring, give blood to their veins or something, right? So anything can happen. You can never write these people off because I think they do have talent and they could come around, but they do have it really hard based on their situation at the moment. What was it, like the stocks got pulled out of from whatever? Like it's just a mess over there. They don't even know what to do. I really don't understand how everything came down to this. It's just like happened so fast, right? The decline, it was like boom, boom, one thing after the other one. That's it. Ubisoft is in trouble, right? And I just really, really fingers crossed, hope that they can, get out of this jam. And now with the whole thing with the games, this is only gonna get their service better. I know people who utilize Ubisoft Plus. There's people who actually use it. Like you might think like, oh, nobody uses it, but there's some people out there who are into it. Yeah, and we lost you again, Simone. You came from round 2 with Hiroki.
Excuse me. Sorry, my bad. We have Ubisoft Plus. Like I use Ubisoft Plus, so
yeah. I used it too. Like when
they did it the best part.
Yeah.
It goes with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you play it on Xbox, I get my Ubisoft Plus games on Xbox. So when a new Assassin's Creed comes out or whatever it is, like I get it, and I get the premium, like the highest tier version of it. So like I get all the bonuses and shit that come with it. So yeah, I'm all for it. Let them keep going, let them keep growing. I'm down. What about you, Hargeet? What do you think? Nothing burger, good stuff. Helps, doesn't help.
I don't know, right? It's we will see, and it's just hard to tell how big this is going to be for Ubisoft Plus, because that's where they make their money, right? This is a Ubisoft Plus subscription thing, right? So I don't know. It's one of those, like, is it going to increase the number of people who buy Ubisoft Plus? If they were interested in Ubisoft Plus, wouldn't they be interested in other subscriptions? And like Ubisoft Plus isn't exactly a large subscription, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe it does help them. And
It is
look, anything
expensive.
that helps them, that's good. So
Ubisoft Plus is not cheap. It's it's expensive, especially now.
There's a
Like I
couple of
pay
tiers,
cheaper.
right?
Yeah,
There's
like I pay.
lower tier.
Is there? I don't know. I got the
There's
the highest tier,
pretty
but I'm
sure. Is it
grandfathered
called
in. So I
Classics
did
or
it right
something?
away. So yeah, there's the classic one that doesn't
Yeah.
give you the day and dates, and it doesn't give you the premium editions. It gives you just like a catalog.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is for Ubisoft Plus everything, or is it just the premium edition Ubisoft Plus?
No, there's just.
So I'm not sure.
I think it would be. I think this is just Ubisoft Plus, like the actual Ubisoft Plus. The other one I think is Ubisoft Plus Classics or some shit.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the classics is $8 and premium is $18 a month. So
So, and I'm grandfathered in for whatever the original price was for Ubisoft Plus, which is dope.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it right away. Same thing with GeForce Now. That's why I don't let it go, because I have it for so much cheaper. And I have, like I said, Ryuar, he says GeForce would be better with no caps. I have no caps, and I pay like almost like what it costs just for like the regular version and not the all-in version. So it's definitely it behooves me to keep it, right? Because being grandfathered in, I don't want to lose that pricing. So but yeah. All right, anything else on this before we move on? No. All right,
No, not really. We're good.
We got a pretty cool. Let me take this chapter real quick. So I guess people have been actually, hold on. Let's just do this. Okay. Here it is. Let me grab it. So on the last show we spoke about thank you, baby. We spoke about this image, right? And people were like wondering what is it? And there was first thoughts of like Diablo, but that got shut down. Then people thought it was Elder Scrolls 6, and then that got shut down. And then other people thought God of War, and that got shut down. I did hear another thing, and I don't know if it's just cheeky that there's like, oh, it's not Elder Scrolls 6, but some people saying it's like Elder Scrolls Online. But I also don't believe that. I feel like this is way too much energy for an Elder Scrolls Online situation. But I guess now that they know this intrigue is there, they're kind of leaning into it and playing it up. So now he reposted it with a new quote. Okay. Or he replied to it with a quote. It says, "The blank are silent. Blank bleeds. New blank stir." Does that do anything for anyone? Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Somebody did some detective work over here.
Some
Let's
GPT
see.
stuff.
They say the 5-letter redactions form a rigid grid. Garden are silent. Candy bleeds. Species stir. Jeff's original triplet, regal inspiring thickness, functions as taxonomic metadata. Regal for the raw real line, inspiring for the happiness quotient, rare, used as breeding metric. Thick.
CMoney, I think
Bro,
this
I
guy
can't
is
even.
like
That was
a
some
lunatic.
stupid ass shit.
Yeah,
That was some
that
stupid
guy
ass
is
shit.
just trolling, I think.
It was for fucking Vino Pinata, Parched Paradise. God damn it. I spent way too
It's
long
a
talking.
troll. CMoney, you troll
What
for
an
it.
asshole. I thought this motherfucker put in some work. Okay. Okay, so does that statement, does that do anything, like any thoughts on what this fucking game can be? Anything whatsoever? Because the fact that they're putting these things, these little squares up here, right, or these, you know, these blacked out areas, I think it leads to what I was suggesting, that it's something in a franchise, right? Something that already exists that we should theoretically be able to figure out. And I can't. G maybe says Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be something PlayStation. This guy doesn't hype up anything other than a PlayStation thing. So, yeah, that's a good guess.
You think so?
I mean, say bleeds or something. So, shit, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I mean, this is the weird shit, and it's China True. Game Shark, I feel you, bro. Shout out to Game Shark. We played some Warzone last night. Twinkle Twinkle in the building. Says, is it weird that I kind of don't give a shit about the promotional bullshit? No, it's not weird. It's not weird, Game Shark. I thought that maybe showing you guys, it would have been maybe somebody would have been like, oh shit, I got it. This answers everything for me now. I just don't like it, just keeps getting like weirder, right? The something are silent, something bleeds, new something stir.
Yeah.
New fears stir, or hearts bleed. No, heart bleeds, nuts bleeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this? The shit is silent. I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing. At this point, I think he doesn't even fucking know what he's. The old are silent, blood bleeds, new gods stir.
Yeah.
Quote from a Neil Gaiman book. Oh shit, what's Neil Gaiman? Is that real? Anybody know what the fuck's the Neil Gaiman?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea,
shit,
bro.
Can we get the fucking browser open, guys? God damn it!
I was wondering how long.
Fucking here are the words I'm saying. Fucking quote from Neil Gaiman book. It kind of lines up. The old are silent, blood bleeds, new gods stir. Neil Gaiman. Let's crack this fucking code. All right.
Let's.
Neil Gaiman is.
I don't know, CMoney. Are you sure you want to do this?
Listen,
okay,
Neil Gaiman.
I'm trying.
We can go down the web here, okay? The spider web of entanglement that we're in.
See it anymore. The what?
It's the Neil Gaiman, Neil, the S, Neil, Neil, and then Galen, Galen, and then it's a book. Okay, just fucking Google it. Grok. What's the answer, Grok? Grok knows. Who the fuck is Neil Gaiman? That's exactly what I'm gonna ask it. Who is Neil Gaiman? And
the goddesses are silent. The relic.
The
bleeds,
old are silent. Blood
world.
bleeds. New gods stir.
What?
The old are silent.
It's a cryptic.
Blood bleeds. New gods stir.
For an upcoming game, Reverse Collapse 2.
Reverse.
Let me send this to you.
Collapsed 2.
That's what I'm seeing.
Bro, did we just fucking figure this shit out?
The goddesses are silent. The relic bleeds. No, not the new world line stir. You get the message?
I did. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, they're silent. The blood bleeds.
Gen X says, watch it be Elden Ring.
New
Elden
gods.
Ring.
Ryuar wants everyone to know that he has 0 thoughts.
0 thoughts. That's good.
Thank you for your contribution to this puzzle over here we're trying to crack.
All right. So I'm gonna let Grok do his thing for a second. Okay, so let me see what you found because Grok is just telling me some.
You didn't look at what I found?
No, I was in the middle of.
Are you kidding me?
I was in the middle of just writing what I was gonna write, so I was just finishing up. All right, that phrase, the goddesses are silent, the relic bleeds, new worldliness stir. Oh, that's a different complete. Okay.
You're welcome.
Is a cryptic teaser for an upcoming game, Reverse Collapse 2, codename Noilo, hinting at epic events and new realities, part of a marketing push for its imminent release on gaming platforms. Similar versions exist, like The Hunters Are Silent, The Moon Bleeds, New Nightmares Stir, suggesting a common thematic structure for mysterious game trailers. That's interesting. Oh, wait, on Twitter. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. That's somebody put that out there. It's like an actual game with, it looks like it's going to be, if this is a fucking, this can't be it. Because if this is the shit that we're like, it's like a fucking indie. There's like a 2D fucking indie game, dude. I swear to God, if that's what this is, this will be the stupidest fucking shit I've ever seen in my motherfucking life, bro.
It makes me not be excited because I think this is all like a marketing maneuver,
like a marketing stunt.
Yeah. This is like, oh, let me bring something out to get everybody high so they can tune in to my shitty awards and nobody cares about for real. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they have to offer or what they have to show when it comes to games, because at the end of the day, I love video games, but at the end of the day, I'm not ready to tolerate that much cringe, you know. And I don't know, bro, I'm not really that excited for the Game Awards. Honestly, it doesn't excite me at all. There's like,
bro, you're gonna see Xbox hardware. I'm making that up, but I feel like it's gonna happen.
It doesn't even excite me anymore. Like, what am I gonna be excited about? I'm excited about the games, hardware. I got a 5080. Like, I got, what the fuck am I? What else? You have a 4090.
Excuse me.
What
the 5080.
Where do I go from here?
God
no,
damn.
but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, hardware, okay, Xbox could come out with something that's cool, but it's like,
where's
okay,
the demo that said a 3090 was enough? That's what I need to know.
Right?
Okay, I need to know, where did that demo go? He's out here throwing his flashy 5080 out here.
Oh, I'm not throwing it out. I'm saying, like,
I want. I got the best.
No, I'm not the best. That's definitely better. But what I'm trying to, what I'm trying to say is, like, I already got capable hardware. I'm more interested in seeing what the hell these games are about. If they're gonna show some cool games, then I'm down. Like, a couple of years ago, they showed Blade, right? Wasn't like when they showed Blade and Indiana Jones? I think those were the best Game Awards in a while when it comes to the games that they show and the surprise, right? But I'm not expecting that to happen this one time around, man. And I don't want to be negative, but I mean, all this teasing just made me feel like it's gonna be a nothing burger, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that game, whatever. Who cares? You know, a lot of people are saying that it could be. Oh, CMoney, can't hear you.
God damn it! I think you're purposely downplaying it so that you can feel better when it happens. It'd be like,
the only way that I can feel better about this and feel like this is gonna be amazing is if it is Skyrim. Is it all or The Witcher with a release date or something like that? Is the only thing that could,
we already know Witcher's not happening in 2026.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So
you guys are all wrong. All Game Shark says that it's Sony's Frog game.
The froggy. My favorite.
Crack the code.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. The code is crack. um so bro, I don't know what else to say about this. To me, it's just a tease. It's a marketing maneuver. He's trying to get people to watch the show. That's all there is to it. That's fair. It's his show. He wants people to tune in. Nothing wrong with that. It's just like, we blow everything out of proportions, right? We tend to do that as gamers and speculate about, oh yeah, this is happening, and we don't know for sure. I'm just hoping it's something like exciting and not something stupid, because then it's gonna be even more cringe, and then it's gonna be like, it's gonna come back to blow in their faces, right? To like, okay, all this excitement, this is what you show. Like, this is like, ridiculous. Why did you lie to us like this? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just the way I feel, man. Let's just hope the show is decent. And I know they're gonna have a band in there, Evanescence, right? It's a decent band. It's gonna be the one doing what is it, like the Expedition 33 song or something? Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. So that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Not into rock, but Evanescence, they like legends, when it comes to like the music. So it'll be cool to see what the hell they do. Very artistic. So that's the one thing that I know that I'm probably gonna be like, okay, this is not bad. But the rest of the show with the Muppets and the little mascots and then the talking hand, I don't know, bro. I don't know about all that, bro.
Dancing.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
Our lyric says they're gonna do the Demon Slayer. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the Devil May Cry song from.
It's the Devil May Cry song, from the Netflix show or something. Yeah. So that's cool. But then again, maybe it's the Devil May Cry now that they're gonna perform the song, and now we see something like this, which is very demonic and stuff. Huh?
I mean, it is.
That could be cool too.
And this Devil May Cry 6?
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, that'll be cool. Okay. I apologize.
For the Game Awards now.
Okay. You might have got me, Keely. Bro, would you imagine if we nailed that? Like timestamp this shit. Let's see. But I mean, I don't know. It will be cool. It will be cool if it's that. But I don't know, man. We'll see. We just have to wait and see. Hargy, what do you think about this?
I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck it is, but whatever. We will find out when it.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about this fucking statue.
Well, here's the problem. It looks like a horror type thing, like
a horror.
It could be Diablo. It's fair, right? Whatever, but like
it's
a horror. It's gonna be a horror. Bro.
Oh, okay. I was like, Hargy is into hookers now. Okay,
cool. A whole bunch of skulls and like, I don't know. It probably is one of those kind of, I don't know, but like that generally isn't my genre, so whatever. So, but it does look kind of strange. It's like a deserty scene with like this weird structure that's just a door, right? Like it I don't know. Could this be like a gateway to some other dimension or some stupid thing? I don't know. That's what it feels like. But what is this game? I don't know. It's probably something we have no idea about, right? Because there's so many random things in here. If you look at like the actual picture, it's just so. I don't know.
I get it.
We'll find out, I guess.
I get it. Well, it's closer than ever.
We
Less
think
than a week
they're
away.
trying to hype things up because this is a lot of indie games are nominated, and it's kind of pivoting as we kind of predicted that it would, as PlayStation stops delivering games and Nintendo sprinkles them around. But when Xbox they're the ones dominating when it comes to putting out games, where are they going to lean into? And the indie games were what we were expecting, right? For them to go ahead and do. And that is one heck of a pivot. And maybe they're just trying to hype up the crowd.
Maybe. I mean, it seems like an awful lot of money to spend promoting some bullshit, some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like it has to be something big, and old. You know, like
Okay.
a franchise or a sequel or some shit. But
I mean,
Who
what's
knows?
what is it? The 5th today?
today is the 5th.
Yeah, we're like Hargeet said, we're days away.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
so-
Thursday, so
Yeah,
it's coming up.
we'll see. We'll see. And be what it be. All right. Let me get my chapter onto the next little thing. Hold on. All right. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I got spoiled, so you're gonna get spoiled,
Oh.
or maybe not, but fuck it, I don't care. Are we getting Shenmue 4 at the Game Awards?
Mm.
There is a trailer that is here now. Some people are saying that it's bullshit trailer, like a fan fiction
Mhm.
trailer, because it's still so grounded in like that old aesthetic, even though it has a lot of like, that's a beautiful scene right there, has a lot of like current highlights and such. But I don't know, does it looks like, I mean, I watched the whole trailer, it's like 4 minutes long, and I don't know, what do you guys think? You think we're gonna see a Shenmue 4? Is this a leak, or is this a fan, like a fan fiction, fan made game?
I have
'Cause
no
I don't think
idea.
Shenmue 3 was really popping,
No.
right?
I mean, I
So-
heard
Okay.
that supposedly Shenmue 3 was coming to Xbox at some point, but I don't know if that's still happening or not. But
That still didn't happen.
I don't believe so. Has it come out on Xbox?
Can you imagine if that shit released on Xbox like mad long ago and nobody even fucking
No.
nobody knew or paid attention to it? Yeah, the voice acting isn't great either, to be honest, as well. So like the voice, it just seems like there's a lot of different shit in this trailer to be like a fan made
big
thing. You
thing,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
That's what I'm kind of like debating with. I feel like there's enough, and it just like it's still going. So it's possible. Shout out to Ryor Gaming. He says, thought the series was done. Looks more like a remake. That's what it feels like. There is a lot here. It doesn't seem like a fan made, but a remake would be something, because it still has that essence of like old game. And
Oh.
I feel like with today's tech, even if you were trying to make it in that style, still look no.
maybe they just want to keep the faces the same because they're kind of like iconic looking. You like, that's their
Mhm.
style.
Okay.
And if you change the faces, all of a sudden it would just feel like something else. I don't know. But Hargeet, to answer your question, they made an announcement August 2025 that there's an enhanced version of Shenmue 3 coming to Xbox Series X and S.
Okay.
Nice.
But it's not out yet, right?
No, but it was announced in August officially.
So maybe they announced that that's releasing at a certain point, right? Along with this trailer or something. So it's all possible, right? So
Can you imagine this is fucking Shenmue 3 and none of us fucking know? You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us played it, so we have like,
yeah, it's
No,
a
I think
Shenmue
I
3
own
Enhanced
it.
Edition.
I think I own it on like a PC somewhere, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I feel like Shenmue sadly was like a moment in time game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were doing things back then that, we didn't necessarily think would be possible in games. So like doing mundane things in games at that time was like, oh shit, like you can go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
like you can get a job and go fucking, work at a warehouse.
Yeah.
Fuck the GED. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a job in Shenmue's world.
like I don't know. I mean, it says Shenmue 4 at the end of this trailer, but I don't know. Is anybody looking for this game? I mean, okay, let's
Dude, that's
let's
say, wait, hold up. Go ahead.
let's say this game. Let's say what you just saw is
real,
and this is Shenmue 4. I mean, is there any hype around this?
I mean, I want to get through 3 because I like the story was good. I just want to like see where it ends up, right? And so,
did you play it?
I haven't even gotten to playing 3 yet. So,
they're about to show you 4, and you're like, bitch, I'm still on 3. What the fuck happened?
Well, because they only put it on PlayStation, and I'm like, okay, well that's stupid. And then I think it came out on PC, and then I don't know if it's on other platforms, but it's not coming to Xbox yet. So, but either way, whatever. So if I play 3, like I guess I'd probably want to get to 4, right? So, but whatever.
Yeah, poor Shenmue.
We'll
Demo,
see.
are you a hardcore Shenmue fan?
Nah. It'll be cool if they bring another one, but I mean, in this time and age, I think you will have to do a little bit more of what from what they did back in the day. So they will have to like come around and sort of like improve a lot if they want to like keep up with the times. I think it was cool back in the day, but now it's like like try playing this shit now, like it's kind of like rough. But other than that, I think it was a great, man, and I hope that they can bring it, and if they make it look good and make it feel smooth, like why not, man? Another game to play, there's really nothing wrong with that. But do you really think that this is what's going on? That's the trailer that they showed.
This is a trailer that leaked.
That leaked.
Yeah, this leaked.
It
like
looks
somebody
interesting.
posted it. It's off of TV. It's like off TV.
Yeah, you can tell.
Somebody's
it's
somebody's recording it off of a screen.
Yeah, you can really.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of effort to go through for something that's not that popular.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is making fan fiction for Shenmue?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
this is a lot of dedication to it.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. Let's hope that it's true, bro. Like, there's really nothing wrong with that. I mean, let's hope. But do you really think this is gonna happen in the Game Awards? That they're gonna show it?
I mean, why not? I mean, if this is real, then this is the only time to do it. It's with the most eyes on you, and announce it as a multi-plat from the beginning, and maybe you can get some, lapsed, fans be like, hey, this is exciting, but like, it'll be wild to announce this before Xbox fans even play the fucking part 3 that you fucking released. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, it looks, if I'm gonna be just straight up blunt, it looks ass to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the acting isn't great. Like, I don't have the voice acting on, but I could, like, I'll give you a snippet, right? So
Hold it right there. Ready?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, that sounds fake as fuck.
oh my god.
This is the English dub, though, right?
Yeah.
Joe, please
It's probably in Chinese.
forgive me. Friends, it doesn't matter what
It's the original
you
game
will
at
pay
Sega.
for taking my father's life. Long D is merely a pawn. The true leader goes by the name Tente. Tente? This ends here.
See, it says on everything, this ends here. What the you know what I'm saying? Like, this, I don't know. Visually, it looks trash. Like, if this is just, it looks like the old game, which again, I mean,
but again, listening to the English dub, not the original, right? So I
yeah,
don't know,
but that's,
maybe
I would play it. So,
And it could be
I don't
true
speak
too,
the other
CMoney.
language.
Sega is been working in bringing back their old forgotten games. So this one will fit right, pretty well into one of the announcements. I
But
think
Sega's
that they
not
could make
doing
it.
Man,
this,
what
though, right?
happened to all those games?
Yeah,
But Sega's not doing this, right? This is that he made it. The guy who created this made his own studio.
Look,
And
it's right there at the bottom. Sega original
so
game.
it is
Property
actually going
Sega.
through Sega.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
did
Ease
that's what
Net.
it
Shenmue
looked
3
like.
go through Sega?
Uh,
So I'm pretty sure he went independent and made that game himself.
Yeah. well, maybe they let him use the IP.
Yeah.
Who published Shenmue 3?
Somebody said Trey Bone, shout out to him. He said it sounds
Inning.
like cheap porn. Oh my
All
god.
right, so Shenmue 3 was initially published by Deep Silver in 2019, but the publishing rights transferred to Inin Games in late 2024.
Is that the
so
studio that made it? I think that's his studio, right? That's
who developed Shenmue 3? EaseNet. EaseNet, Yu Suzuki's development studio with support from Sony
Yeah.
and Shibuya Productions. So EaseNet is still making this. It's right there on the bottom. So at EaseNet, they're just, I'm assuming they're just going through Sega as the publisher. So maybe Sega saw the last game, was like, all right, it was relatively successful. You don't need a lot of money. Fuck it. Make part 4 for us. Bring it
Cool.
back home or whatever the fuck. So I don't know. I don't look at this and say to myself, man, need this in my life.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? But maybe it's
we can
dope.
all
Maybe it's dope.
agree that it looks better than Marathon,
True.
and that
True.
it's a little more exciting.
Yeah, I think that's just a fact at this
Unanimous.
point. It's pretty
Okay.
unanimous.
Okay.
It's like, what's gonna have a better shot at living, this or Marathon? This for sure. Marathon's trash. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's to come with Shenmue, but if it is, maybe we're just seeing it really shitty quality.
Well, if
You know what I'm
as
saying?
soon as you said it was like recorded from
Yeah, it's recorded from
Oh.
TV, right?
Yeah, so maybe like that direct feed, maybe it's gonna look super crisp and the lighting's really gonna hit and shit's just gonna look better. Maybe the sound won't look so sound so bad. So maybe it's better than it looks in this particular situation. But again, less than a week, and we will
find
know
out.
for sure. All right, and we're gonna jump to our last topical, and it's gonna be a short one as well, but I think it's cool and important, and it's almost like an announcement. So it's actually probably a bigger deal than I'm making it out to be. But Clobro just put a tweet out that says Tim Cain cancels his semi-retirement, is back full-time at Obsidian Entertainment. And he says, I can't talk about the project I'm working at Obsidian now. Don't bother guessing. You're not gonna guess right.
Oh,
So, two things. One, he basically just announced a brand new game for us. There's a new project that's happening. That's dope. Obviously, we knew Obsidian was going to make more shit. They've just been releasing so much shit that, kind of think they're done for a while. But,
yeah.
they're always going to be making shit. So, they're back at it. And don't bother guessing. You're not going to guess right. But he's saying that it's so difficult to guess that it's almost impossible, but not impossible. That's how I read that. Okay. Don't bother guessing because you're not going to guess. But the idea of even guessing would, like, the fact that you're even saying you're not going to guess right is suggesting that there is a right answer that you should be
What
able
I'm
to guess.
hearing with that is that don't bother. You're not going to guess right.
Like, is he bringing back an old IP?
It sounds like something new, maybe.
Oh, so you're taking it that don't
That's the
guess
way
because
I
it doesn't
heard it.
exist.
Yeah, it might be something new. Yeah.
Don't guess
Something you'll
because
be
it's so
able-
old you won't be able to think about
That
it.
can also be a take on it. But when I first heard it, I thought, okay, you can't figure it out because it's not something that we would know about. It sounds like something new. But it can also be in that direction as well. But I figure if it's something that's already been known, could be figured out.
Okay.
He's confident that it won't be.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Alpha Protocol 2. Any Alpha Protocol fans in the building? Shit got real quiet. Shit got real quiet. No Alpha Protocol.
Mean Machine says, "LOL, no way."
Not at all. Okay, cool. I'm just joking, guys. What? Who cares about that game? No, somebody has to like. Powerball says I like Alpha Protocol. Good. All right, that was dope. Well, but look, I mean, listen. The important thing is this. What it sounds to me is that he went ahead and he had a game he wanted to make. This is what I think. Either one of two things, actually. It's either he wanted a game he wanted to make, and they didn't want to let him make it, and then he was like, you know what? Then I don't have any interest in anything else. I'm done. And they were like, all right, Holmes, you
We're
win.
joking you.
We're
We were
just joking you. You know what I'm saying?
Come back.
Come back. You're
Let's hug it out.
Make what you want to make. Or
Oh.
he was going to retire, and Obsidian got the green light from Xbox to make a certain game. And they're like, bro, you're the only one who can make this game. Here's a shit ton of money. Come back and let's
Work for
fucking
us.
do this together. You know what I'm saying? So it's only one of those two. Either he had a game he wanted to make and they said no. He said, fuck it, I'm out. And they're like, okay. Or there's a game that Obsidian wants to make that they think he's the only one.
So essentially an offer he couldn't resist. Something that he wanted to do that it's finally taking place, or he felt compelled to show up for and be a part of, which can be really exciting. If they like, if he caught their bluff and it was something that they didn't really want to do, but they're like, all right, let's throw him a bone, like that's a little more sketchy. Then, you know, something that he just needed to be a part of, that sounds pretty exciting. So we'll see. We'll find out. But I do think it has to be on the unknown side of it.
I agree.
It had to be big for him to retire and then come back in.
Agreed, 100%. I mean, what do you guys think? Demo, you know, Obsidian, they just gave us 3 fucking huge bangers. And they were all fire this year. You had Avowed, Grounded 2, and The Outer Worlds 2, obviously. 2 sequels and a new IP. I mean, what do you think, man? This dude, Tim Cain, I don't know, to be fair. So, obviously, the fact that we're talking about it, he is someone, you know, of worth to them. I guess he's been there for a long time. I mean, he's semi-retired, so you know, obviously he's been there for a while. He's coming back. He's whatever this is, got him excited enough to not retire. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got a better quote for us and a picture, so we know who he is. Okay, it says Fallout creator Tim Cain, Fallout creator. So he's the dude who created Fallout. Tim Cain has rejoined Xbox's Obsidian Entertainment as a full-time employee. I can't talk about the project that I'm working on at Obsidian, not just because that's covered by NDA. Don't bother guessing. You're not going to guess right. I would probably say that I'm a lot less retired now. What do you think that means? Is this an old IP or is it a new IP? What do we think?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that this might be actually.
Demo then, yep.
Huh?
No, go ahead. You're good.
Oh, I'm thinking that it might be an old IP because of the way that he said you're not gonna guess what I'm working on. So that's probably something that we know about. Otherwise, it would have been like this is an unannounced project or something that we don't know maybe not an established franchise or something, but I think they're working on something important. Can't really tell what it is. I will guess, it is something new that we don't know about, right? Because otherwise we would have known by now that what he was working on, and he just came back to work on this project, so he must be brand new.
Yeah, so he left in 2020.
Yeah.
So he's coming back.
But he had been consulting and working on Outer Worlds 2. And now he just decided to go full-time back. So he wasn't like full-time working with them, but he was still working on Outer Worlds 2 here and there.
I think they might be working on something that I don't know about, bro. I can't really tell. It's gonna be extremely hard. I would say Fallout, but he came back, so it must be something new. Unless he's trying to do the New Vegas type shit. So,
but he said you're not gonna guess, and I feel like New Vegas would be the thing that everybody would guess.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why I'm saying
maybe he's creating a new. Like, look, I think Xbox is on this trajectory to bring new into gaming.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a ton of new IP just this year alone.
Yeah.
And maybe the guy who created Fallout is being tasked with creating another new IP. Whatever it is, he obviously wants to
be a part of it.
He obviously wants to be a part of it, and he wants it to be a big deal, right? Like, this is if he's saying I'm coming back to make this game,
you don't
he's
come
trying to
out
make it
of
a big deal.
retirement to then leave without making enough noise, right?
Yes, like it has to be worthwhile,
exciting and thrilling enough. You're essentially saying this is going to be my last project, right? If you really think about it, if you retire, you're coming back in for this one, and then that should be pretty much it. So if he's coming back in, it has to be something that he's super excited about, that he thinks is going to be a big deal for the players. I do agree. I do think it's something new, and I do agree with what you said. Xbox is bringing a lot of new to the table. So maybe this is something that he wants his name on, and this is how he's kind of stepping away, right? This is how he wants to leave the industry, or this side of it.
I want to add to, though, that Obsidian has been so great, right? Let's get that out of the way. They've been great. They've been like the insomniacs of Xbox, if you will. And, bro, what if they getting rewarded with that one title that they have, like that unlimited budget, like, Bethesda got Starfield, and then they get something like that they can do whatever the hell they want. They got like this huge amount of money to do whatever the hell they want, because they've been doing great, man, and they earning the trust of Xbox and Microsoft. So it could be like one of those projects that that is the dream for them, for the team. So I can't wait to see what they're working on, because I love Obsidian games. Outer Worlds 2 is amazing. Go check it out, guys. And I just can't get enough of the games, bro. They're super cool. So if they make something in that scale, like something like as big as Starfield, or something as with that type of like AAA, label on it, I think it's gonna be good, man. Because these people know how to cook a game very good, man. These people are masters at RPGs, and they're innovative. They got a lot of creativity in there. So I mean, now I'm excited. To be honest.
Yeah, I think when you're able to kind of just drop 3 games in 1 year, you've earned the right to go ahead and do what you want.
Agreed. Especially at the caliber that they've been doing it. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, they went ahead and they said that they were planning to release, what was it, 7 games in 7 years. Do we know if that number has been reached? Like, when did Grounded 1 come out?
It's a good question.
Oh, it Grounded came. Grounded 1 in 2020 or something.
2022, the year they didn't have any games.
Okay,
The
so
two games
Grounded
that
1
came out that
and
that
Pentiment.
year were Pentiment and Grounded. Were the two games that came out that year.
Okay, and then they just released
And
these
so,
3. So
Outer
that's
Worlds
5.
1 was 2019. I want to say. I think that was 2019. Yeah,
2019. Okay, so technically
so Outer
next
Worlds,
year, from there, that would be 6 games.
Yeah.
From Outer Worlds 2019 to 2026. So next year, so far they've released 6 games.
Okay.
They said 7. They said
So they have
7
one
in
more
7
game
years.
coming at some point, right? So yeah, we'll see. I don't think there was anything else in between. I think that was it.
No, right? They didn't make any remakes or any shit like that, right?
I don't think that would count.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's what they've got.
All right, hold on. He got to the part where it's about this. So hold on. I've been letting him play in the background. It seems like he got to the part. Let's hear how he says it so we can, pick up on the nuance.
Project I'm working on at Obsidian, just because
Oh, there you go.
that's
Silent.
covered under
Is it
NDA.
silent?
Don't bother
I
guessing. You're not going to guess
Can you guys
right.
hear that?
Can you hear it?
No,
I
no.
would say that I'm
Can you guys
probably
hear
a
it?
lot less retired now than I was before.
You can hear it?
So the
They
whole
could.
video I have
can't hear
on
shit.
being semi-retired, I guess I'm not.
You might
I've
have
been
to dial
here
that back
for a
up.
little over a week. I already have
Maybe.
4 new shirts. This is a shirt that Obsidian designed in memoriam for Terry Hess, an artist who passed away recently at Obsidian. I also went to the
Now
Outer
it's echoing.
Worlds launch party.
Oh, yeah, it's echoing because I'm
I
hearing
guess
it on my
I'll
phone.
make a video about
And
that
try
at
to-
some point. I came
So I
home with a
can't-
tattoo of the Moon Man. So
Yeah, I can't hear it anywhere,
yeah.
but you guys can hear it. So
Third, I just want to say this channel is going to keep going. No one at Obsidian has even remotely suggested that I have to stop it.
okay.
In
So
fact, many of
all
my
right, we didn't hear it.
coworkers
How'd you guys hear it?
have said that
Yeah, we
they
heard it.
watch this
Yeah,
channel.
you guys.
And
were
I know they
talking
did because
while
they
he
started
was
telling me
saying
which
it.
videos were their favorite
Oh,
or
so
what
we fucked it up,
stories
is what
I
you're
said
saying.
that they thought
It's okay,
were funny.
Harky. You could just say it.
So
You
people are
just say
saying
you guys need
that
to
they
shut
like
the
it.
fuck up. Here,
I'm
how
gonna
about
keep.
this? Fuck this. I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Then you
Watch
have to
it
share
there.
that.
Yeah, I'll share that, and then that way.
As long as you have questions that are really good and that I think
All
need
right,
a video to answer.
Let's try
Let's
it.
try yours
I
for.
really don't know the
Try yours
status
did
of
it.
all the games that I contracted on. I also can't talk about the project I'm working on at Obsidian just because that's covered under NDA. Don't bother guessing. You're not going to guess right. I would say that I'm probably a lot less retired now than I was before. So the whole video I have on being semi-retired, I guess I'm not. I've been here for a little over a week. I already have 4 new shirts. This is a shirt that Obsidian designed in memoriam for Terry Hess, an artist who passed away recently at Obsidian. I also went to the Outer Worlds launch party. I guess I'll make a video about that at some point. I came home with a tattoo of the Moon Man. So, yeah. Third, I just want to say this channel is going to keep going. No one in Obsidian.
Okay, so the channel's gonna keep going. Good for you, sir. Okay, so I think we got what we wanted. So when he said it, he was kind of, he was like, "Don't bother guessing.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get it. So
Very
don't
adamant
don't
about
start
the fact that
fucking
It's not happening.
hitting me up. Is it this? Is it this? It's not gonna be that." So
Legally, he can't say anything. So
he didn't look like he like necessarily like lit up or anything like that. So I think it's just probably a cool new game that they're working on, and they probably offered him a shit ton of money to come back and run it. That's what it sounds like. They probably wanted him to lead it. It's probably something up his alley. He literally moved back to California he wasn't living in California, moved back to California. He's in person at the studio So it's not some small shit that they're like, oh, can you consult on it from where you are? They want him there. They want him working on this shit every single day. So it's clearly going to be something big, something I think impactful. I don't think this is a Pentiment level of an undertaking. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think now that you've heard it yourself, how he spoke on it? You know, demo is wherever he is. So Hargeet, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's new. I want something new, and why not, right? I mean, maybe he also contracted with other companies while he was in this retirement mode, while he was also working on Outer Worlds 2. Maybe he just sparked a thought, or maybe they just came up with a concept and wanted somebody to direct it, and he's the one that seems like the best person to do that. But it feels more like he has a concept and they want to kind of go with it. And so whether it's something that's, I mean, now Xbox has a vast amount of IP, right? So it doesn't have to be limited to Obsidian IP or anything he's worked on. It could be anything across all of the teams, right? So, all of it's available. And so it could be anything they have already, and do a reimagining, right? Just like what Perfect Dark was going to be or something like that. Or, just do something new. And I like the idea of doing something new. Outer Worlds was something new, and that was pretty cool, right? I liked Pentiment. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, wow.
Avowed is in the same universe as Pillars, right? The Pillars of Eternity series, right? So it's newish. It at least gives you a different perspective in a different part of that arena, right? But
and I think most people
Grounded
played it don't know about that.
Right?
Grounded's new,
but you think of other ones that they're doing, like Clockwork. It's just like totally new, and like, yeah, why not? It looks awesome.
South of Midnight. These are all new IP,
right? Just new things. I like that. I like the creativity of new things. They're going to keep doing the other ones. We know that, right? They're going to make an Avowed 2. I think that's already confirmed, right? So like, that's cool. They're going to keep doing those. That's fine. I like the new stuff too. I want to see some new creativity, new ideas.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's a great way to go. And like this, I think one of you was you Doodle. This is a swan song, right? Why not, right? Yeah, let's just go out with something very cool, something new. Hopefully it works. But yeah, and these guys have a talented set of developers, story writers, right? Why not? Let's go ahead and make something cool. I look for new things. I want to be amazed at like a June showcase, and they show, boom, here you go. Like, this is a new cool thing. Why not? Like those showcases are so awesome because we get to see new things, right? Who thought there was going to be Keeper this year? Who thought Obsidian was going to have 3 games, not 2 that we already knew about? Like, seriously, just out of nowhere, right? It's like it's crazy, and so I love seeing new things. So I hope that's what it is. That's what he's hinting at, that this is just not something I've already worked on. It would kind of be disappointing if it was just like, here's the remake of Fallout New Vegas. Like, nah, dude, I don't want that. But if it's a new Fallout, that's cool. But like, I would rather he just do something totally new in a totally different arena. Like, why not? Let's go nuts with something else. They're very good at creative writing, so I'd love to see that, right? So hopefully they do something cool. And again, another cool RPG coming. That's awesome. Right? So yeah.
Xbox, the home of RPGs, man. They got so many, bro.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. We're probably out 3 years or something before we see anything, right? So maybe longer. But we'll see. These also are very fast workers. Like, Obsidian's pretty good at just like, getting things out. So let's see what they do with it, man. Like, I'm happy. I like, let's get more. But this is kind of what's going to happen to all these old guard like development heads. Like that they are going to retire, and hopefully we have enough of the new crop coming in that will keep us fed with new games, right? But that's going to keep happening. Sawyer was the other one, right? Is he still there? Maybe he's still there. I don't know, but
I think he's still there. He's working on whatever his follow up to Pentiment is, and I think it's supposed to be like way different. So
okay, Pentiment was fantastic. So but it's a small little indie type of game. But yeah, what
it was pretty cool. But I think this is what's cool about this is that just like Josh Shore, like you just brought him up, right? Like we forget that his game came out years ago, right? So like we talked about 7 games in 7 years. Like he can, if he's working on relatively smaller games, his game could be coming up next year, for all we know.
Be
But
a
like that's
4-year
the
dev
beauty
cycle,
of it.
right?
Like we're talking about this now. Then we're gonna
Yep.
get caught up in the Game Awards. New shit's gonna be talked about. We're gonna completely forget about what he's working on in that game that they're making, and we're gonna be getting new games and dealing with new stuff throughout these next couple of years. And before you know it, we'll hear the announcement of whatever the fuck this was, and it'll be like, oh shit, look at this. And now, I mean, this is the thing. What's cool now is you're that much further away from the older generation. So, whatever's the next games that are coming, right, that are not seeded in that generation, we're not, thought of in that generation, and now they're just part of this generation entirely from concept to create, to release. They should be pushing things even further, right? And theoretically, these are all going to be part of that next generation. So this is very, very exciting. J-Mac in the building. I see you, homie. Appreciate
Yo.
you, fam. Thank you for rocking out. Good to see you, man. So yeah, I mean, this is exciting for me because there's just another one in the hopper, right? Like just another one that's gonna be being made in the background as we're moving forward. I think it's easy to forget that Xbox has like 40 studios. What I'm saying? Like they have like 40 studios, games that are going to be releasing all the time. And not only are these studios, but they have partnerships with devs. Again, you got that. I'm still waiting. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we see, whatever 100 Stars working on. Those are the Rocksteady people.
You ain't kidding, because it's like you forget sometimes.
Yes.
About some of the things that
100%
heard or that they're working on, and
yep. So it's like, there's just eventually it's just gonna keep. It's like a domino effect, man. It's just what's gonna be announced this year that's releasing this year. What's gonna be announced this year that's releasing next year, right? And as that continues to stagger, right, as that continues to happen, before you know it, you're just inundated with 10 plus games a year from Xbox, and that's not including their partnerships with other teams and their what Xbox was that Mark, what's that shit called, the Xbox that's publishing, right? Xbox Game Studios Publishing or whatever it is, where they publish like what Ninja Gaiden 4, right? Like that level of relationship. So we have in less than a week, we'll hopefully see something out of the Xbox camp. But worst case scenario, if this all just flies by and Xbox is like, nah, fam, we're good, like they did, was it last year or 2 years ago? Remember, they kind of no-showed pretty much, and just had like some ads and shit. And then we had that amazing January developer direct, right? So who knows what they're gonna do. We have high hopes. I think we're all I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that we're gonna see some hardware announcement. That would be sick. Maybe next gen, give me a tease for a next gen game, whatever it is. That would be awesome. But worst case scenario, I know we got something in January coming, but there's just so much, man. It's just nonstop. And I'm pumped for it, man. We have this year was just amazing for games. And amazing for hardware. Love that handheld. Very, very excited for it. Love still using it all the time. It's just so good. So yeah, anything else on this, babe? Any little nuggets that you want to leave, any holes or or hookers involved in this place? You know what I'm saying? It must be great because he left all his holes back from wherever he was. Right?
He's at it again.
He's at it
again.
Anything else with you guys?
Pip never leaves his hose.
Pip never leaves his holes. Did he bring his holes with him? That's the question.
I was just thinking about like other teams making games, and we haven't really heard from the main Double Fine team. And I'm like, wait a second, didn't Brutal Legend have like skulls and weird stuff? What if that's the freaking thing?
Oh shit!
What if it's Brutal Legend 2?
Oh shit!
And that's like their main Double Fine joint.
Yes.
Holy crap!
I mean, I'm just totally stretching here, right? But it's like a lot of those images do fit. It's like maybe that's what it is. I don't know if the phrase fits, but Like, whatever. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Can you imagine if that's like a quote from the original? That's wild. That's actually very possible.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know. I mean, that's the exciting part, right? We really don't know. And it's so hard to think of. Like people were throwing around like Legacy of Cain. Like there's a lot of old shit that could
there's plenty of
resurface
options.
in a big way. So we'll see. Or it's just gonna be the stupidest fucking thing in the world, and it's gonna want to slap them. That being said, we do have the homie J-Mac in the building,
let's
member
go.
for 23 motherfucking
Bro.
months. My dude.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for that support. Appreciate you, my
Awesome.
dude. He says, I would love to see what the new Max Payne remakes are looking like at this point. Yes, 100%. Let's get that. Because,
And those are
you know, it's
Remedy
funny.
doing them?
Yeah, Remedy's remaking the original.
Remedy's doing it, right? Yeah.
1 and 2, right? I think. Part 1 and 2, I think. Maybe. But it's crazy because I keep seeing in my timeline people bringing fucking Max Payne 3 and how the movement it was and how ahead of a time it was. Like that's such a banger of a game. Like Rockstar should really bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dope series, but I don't know how far the character can go, you know, himself, because like, you know, he just be
It
drugged
doesn't
up.
have
and
to be
shit
that
and drunk.
character. It could just be a different story or a different timeline, right? Whatever.
A prequel, make it a cozy game. He's happy in his life before they die.
Now that'd be hilarious.
just,
The multiverses version.
that's it. That's it. Oh my god, that's hilarious. You never know. You never know. But that would be dope, J-Mac. I would love to see what that Max Payne remake looks like. Because I mean, look, if you gotta imagine it's gonna look better than Alan Wake, you know, and Alan Wake 2 looks fucking amazing. Also, I think Control 2 is rumored to be seen soon as well. So there's a lot of chances for these things to take place. But guys, with that, we're gonna wrap this shit up. You know, not what the hoes would want.
No.
We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead, keep everybody safe. You know, nothing transmitted here. All right. No, guys, thank y'all so much for rocking out with us. That's gonna be a wrap. What a fun show, man. Covered a lot of stuff, man. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to everybody who's live in the building. Shout out to damn, did we even? Oh shit, my boy. Treybone.
Treybone.
He became a member again, man. Shout out to
Let's
our boy
go.
Treybone. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put that motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome back, our boy Treybone in the motherfucking building.
Guess who's back?
Treybone. You know what I'm saying? I
Back
got to guess. I
again.
know the facts is right there. Also, obviously, if you're a member, go ahead and put the motherfucking FBs in the chat.
Yes.
Let them know how much you appreciate him.
Oh,
That's right. That's right. Get it in. But yes, thank y'all for being here, man. Appreciate
Treybone,
you.
get ready.
Power Boss just said that Control 2 was shown at the PC game show yesterday. Well, that would suck for that game because it's made no rounds. Have you seen Demo? Have you heard anything about fucking Control 2?
Nope.
Hargeet, have you heard anything about Control 2? If it was shown yesterday, then that's a horrible scenario for it to be involved in.
Yeah. Control
So-
2? I don't know, bro.
Control 1 was great. But if they showed Control 2, that'll be wild. It's crazy because I have PC. I was gonna talk about the PC Gamer Show, but they showed like 5 million fucking things. And I do have what they showed, and I don't see it on this list. Maybe you got confused. What time did you watch this show?
What
Was it-
show did you watch?
Was it during the normal viewing hours? Were you on any substances, Power Boss? Okay, I don't know, but I'm not seeing any Control 2. I should have probably waited till I got to the top of the list before I talk shit, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Crimson Desert.
Power
Got-
Boss.
Hell, I think you're thinking High on Life 2
Yeah.
got shown.
Yeah, they show a lot of gameplay and it looks incredible. It looks
Yeah, I'm down for that.
extremely fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks crazy. There's a game called Karen.
Okay.
That's wild.
Karen.
That's wild. That's really wild.
Yeah.
Damn
shit.
Okay. So I've gone through their entire list on their website at this point, and there is no. Sorry. It's not there, sir. It's not there. Maybe you're looking at their most wanted list. And their most wanted list.
Nope, it's there. It's
what's
there.
there?
Control
Where?
2.
Where?
In the it's the 6th game they showed was Control 2.
Bro. Where?
Oh, you're a cook, CMoney. Go to sleep.
I'm on their website.
I'll put it in here. Let's see. Copy.
Yeah, send it to me.
Private chat. Here you go.
No. You're confused. That's what I said.
What?
It's on their most wanted list. So Control 2 is number 6 on the most wanted list. You have to click on the next one, Showcase Roundup.
Got it.
Showcase Roundup is what was on the show. The other one is just the most wanted list. So what are people most hyped for?
Got it.
Yeah, that's why they have like Clockwork Revolution and shit like that is on the list, but they're not like new. Like if they are, then there'll be a you would see you can click it and watch the video. See how it's just a screenshot?
Bro, I told you all caps.
No, you're wrong, Power Boss is most wanted. It's only a screenshot on there.
Delete.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's most wanted list. Now, I mean, it might have been there, but they didn't show a video on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're in the same place. So either way, shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for rocking out with us. Appreciate y'all. What a fun show. Go ahead and have my homie right here, Mr. PSP himself. Thank you for rocking out with us, bro. Let everybody know where to find you, what you got going on, man.
Hey man, Demo Flow Gaming, you already know. Busy as hell. Work, family, holidays, gaming. That's all I've been doing. And super excited for what's coming for gaming next year. You can find me in my channel, Demo Flow Gaming. I stream every Friday, 11 a.m. in the morning. Come hang out with me and Powerball. Shout out to him. He always come hang out with me and we talk games and have a good time in there. So come check us out. Other than that, I've been kind of quiet making videos because it's kind of hard for me to upload now. And I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm getting sick in my voice. So
bro, I've been sick. I've been dying. So I feel
yeah. So it's just the weather. But I love the holidays. I love this time of year. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to be here talking games with y'all, man. I always love coming over here every Friday and catching up with the gang. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
What's up, man? Appreciate you, brother.
All right, guys.
Yep. And of course, we have our motherfucking homie Hargy Chani in the building. Shout out to you, man. Let everybody know where to find you, what you got going on, brother.
Yeah. So my channel, if you want to subscribe, Hargy Chani 1. Of course, this is my book, shop.chani.us. If you guys want to vote for the Player's Voice for the Game Awards, that's still up. The round 2 is still open till tomorrow, I think. So, or at this point, it is now Saturday. But anyway, so through Saturday, so round 2 and then round 3. So vote away so you get your vote in for what you think is the top game of the year. But yeah, I'll be on the it's a Gaming Circle podcast, I think, Asante and Everborn. They're hitting their 200th episode, so they'll do that tomorrow morning. They'll be
Nice.
on there at some point tomorrow. It's like 10 o'clock Eastern onwards. I'm sure it'll run for a long time.
Nice.
And then I'll be on, of course, with Web Dave on Sunday, 7 p.m. US Eastern. Check that out. And then we'll have fun next week with the Game Awards and all the various things that are going on.
Yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Awesome.
Yo,
awesome.
it's going by so fast.
Yeah, I
This is
know.
crazy.
It is crazy. It is very crazy. Now, remember, we will be back on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. with Night Quest. And then we will be streaming the Game Awards on Thursday.
Let's
And
go.
then Thursday night, we'll be back with We Doing It Live. And then Friday, we'll be back with the night shift. So we got a fun week ahead of us. Enjoy y'all weekend. We'll be putting up, clips and shit. So if you didn't watch the whole thing, no worries. We'll clip stuff out over the week or so. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes,
We're done.
we are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.